I believe we should be live. I believe we should be live. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me get this stuff over here. Let's see here. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I believe we should be live. Let's see. Live. Let's see here. Okay, I see some people coming in the building. Y'all come on in. Come on in. To answer somebody's question, yes, we are on YouTube and Facebook today. Yes, we are on YouTube and Facebook. So let me go ahead. So, hey, dolls. Hello, dolls. Believe this is definitely my first time seeing you here. So, thank you for coming through and for joining the chat. Life According to Selena. Hey, brother. Hey, sis. Thank you for coming through. Life According to Selena. Penny is in the building. Hello, Darnell and Nosy Neighbors. Hey, Penny. Lena, Penny is saying hello. Okay, so mother is working. Okay, well, sister is working. I say mother because it's the wisdom for me. But sister is working, so yes, go ahead and work and tune in when you can. That is the number 865-888. Where did it go? Yeah, I'm still. Oh, I know what it was. That is the number. 888. I'm sorry, I'm talking about 888. 865-888-0302 is the number. So I'll be explaining a little more what we're doing today if you haven't already seen. Hi, Alma Applebet. Hey, Alma, thank you for coming through. I definitely know this is my first time seeing you here. So thank you so much for coming through, Alma. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Penny. Please check out the live. Please check out the live chat. Can return to the live chat. Yes, we are live now. Hello, Lisa. Lisa is in the building. Hello, love. Debbie is in the building. Hey, Miss Debbie, you can hear me. Thank you for letting me know. Charlotte Pickens in the building. You can hear me. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Audrey. Hello, love. Audrey from Facebook. We got Facebook and YouTube. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you like the live, share it to your personal page or the groups that you're in or both. Thank you so much for liking and sharing the live. TM is in the building. Hey, Darnell and family. Hello, love. I can hear. Thank you, Elise. Thank you so much. Or child, I don't be knowing if it's Elise or Alice. I believe we had to reconcile this once before. Well, baby, I done got off track again. But thank you so much, Miss Barney. How about we could do that? You can hear me. Thank you so much. Sheila is in the building from Facebook. Hello, Sheila. Mocha Latte is in the building. Hello, everyone. Hey, Mocha Latte. Lisa sends, hey, TM, Darnell, and chat. I'll be in and out. Okay, but she'll be here. Jay Gill is in the building. Thank you for so much for coming through, Jay Gill. Jay Gill is one of our newest moderators. Thank you for coming through. Hey, Darnell and Nosy Neighbors. Venice is in the building. Hey, Venice. Catherine is in the building saying hello. Catherine is one of our newest nosy neighbors. Thank you for coming through, Catherine. Lois is in the building. Hello, Lois. Miss Mosley is in the building. My God. Thank you for coming through. Post Knee is in the building. Hello, love. Hey, Lena. This Debbie says, hello, Darnell. Hello, Linda. How are you? Sam K is in the building. So while we're here, hold on. So while we are here, so if any of you all were in one of the last lives, y'all know me and Sam K, we had a little challenge, if you will. We had a challenge, but I'm so glad to say, matter of fact, let me go ahead and make Sam K a moderator again. So yeah, we had a challenge, but let me know. Let me let y'all know if y'all were here and in this live. Hopefully, me and Sam K can come on and talk about it. One thing about it, it's a good example of being grown. It's a good example of communication. It's a good example of forgiveness and understanding. So we had a little thing in the last live. We talked about it and got back on track. And it's a good example of what grown people can do and what grown people should do. Sometimes things is a misunderstanding. Sometimes it requires compassion. Sometimes it requires all of the things: understanding, compassion, grace, forgiveness, all of the things. But one incident or one thing happening does not have to determine the whole rest of your friendship or whatever the relationship that you have. So Sam K is in the building. Also, Sam K sometimes does have other perspectives. One thing I can say, she's always respectful. And we'll get into that. Hopefully, we can come on and talk about that a little bit, while we're here. But Sam K is in the building. Hello, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, yes, indeed. We only have 17 likes. I see there are, let's see, at least 72 people from YouTube, and we only have 17 likes. Like the video, please, for me. Like the video. There's 91 people from YouTube and Facebook so far. Like and share the video. Thank you, TM. Catherine is throwing up those turquoise emojis. And you all, we had a members only live today. I'm so sorry if some of you all didn't see it. The notifications went out. People verified it. I did delete that live, but we will be having some more members only lives. I guess what I'll start doing is trying to announce the lives. So if you're not a member, please become a member. If you enjoy what's going on over here, membership is really inexpensive. But anyway, yeah, that's a way to support the channel. Of course, you can support the channel through super stickers, superstars, cash apps, and all of those things. But the membership is definitely one that people have been doing here. And I'll put the membership link up right here. So yeah, we will be doing more members only lives. And what I did decide to do too is that, let me see, membership. Why is it typing so slow? Okay, here it goes. I just posted the link, and I'll go ahead and pin it. Go ahead and pin the link to the top. Pin message. All right, so on on YouTube, the link is pinned. We will be doing more membership only lives, and I guess I'll try to send out notifications when we're doing those. Hey, Nosy Neighbors, Penny says, TM, Lisa, Life of Queen Selena is saying hello. Let's see here. This is the phone number. So if you are new here, we are the Nosy Neighbors. We are the Nosy Neighbors. If you are out in the middle of the Facebook and the YouTube street showing your ass, we're going to talk about it. Yes, indeed, we're going to talk about it. If you didn't want us to talk about it, you would be in the house. We have our neighbors that are on Neighborhood Watch sending in information. Yes, indeed. And we also have our neighbors that pay their HOA fees, and they become official Nosy Neighbors by joining the YouTube membership, which I have pinned at the top. So thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Kay Brown is in the building. Hey, Kay Brown. Hello, Darnell and Nosy Neighbors. Hey, love. Lisa Brown is in the building. Hello, Nosy Neighbors. Hey, Lisa. Hello, love. Y'all are coming on through. Debbie Howard is in the building saying hello, everyone, and throwing up those turquoise emojis. All of the members, put up your turquoise emojis. By Tuesday, I will have some more emojis, at least I believe one or two that we will be using. Put up those turquoise emojis, all of my members that are here. Hey, Jireh. Thank you for coming through, Jireh. Anita is in the building saying hello, Darnell. Hello, Anita. Edith is in the building. Hello, Edith. Rosa, hello. You can hear me. Thank you, Yvonne. Sam K, we behaving today. We're falling up. We are good today. Yes, we are good today. Wait a minute. I see something already, Glove. I'm just not getting to it. I see something, y'all. Hey, turn me up. Hello, everyone. K Sam Card is in the building. Thank you for coming through, K Sam Card. I don't know if you're at work, but if so, hopefully you're having a good shift. Bags in the Attic is in the building. Welcome, everyone. Yes. Hello, Darnell and Nosy Neighbors. Hello, Nina. Nina is in the building. Julie Hill is in the building. Hey, Darnell. Hello, Julie Hill. Rosa is in the building. One of our newest members throwing up those turquoise emojis. Thank you for coming through, Rosa. Hey, Miss Charlene Pickens is already throwing up a super sticker. Thank you so much, Miss Charlene, for supporting the channel. Thank you so, Miss Charlotte. Miss Charlotte. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Charlotte Pickens. Thank you so much, love. Hey, Debbie. So let's get into it. Please click out the live, like the video. Yeah, sometimes depending on what device you're on, you may have to click out. Sometimes you can just hit the down arrow or go back to the main screen, hit the like, and then you can return. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Y'all are saying hello. Oh, Jay Dotson is in the building. Hello, Jay Dotson. Thank you for coming through, love. Shamika's in the building saying hello, everyone. Hello, Shamika. That's my brother. Yes, sometimes brothers and sisters have a little disagreement. And if you're real, and you come back to it. Shamika saying like, share, follow, and subscribe. Yes, indeed, Shamika. Thank you so much, love. Hey, Darnell. Hey, Karen. Thank you so much for coming through, Karen. Miss Mosley is throwing up those hearts. Let's see. So I think I may Justice is in the building saying hello, Darnell. Hello, Justice. Justice said he got some questions. I am answering the questions tonight. Hey, Jay Dotson and Lena. Catherine is speaking to everyone. Hello, Annette Harden is in the building. Hello, Darnell. Hello, Annette Harden. Thank y'all for coming through. Miss Debbie is throwing up those emojis. Charlotte is throwing up those emojis. Shamika is throwing up her turquoise emojis. Hey, Penny is throwing up the turquoise emojis. Hey, the members are in the building. Miss Jay Gill says cash apps are welcome for those who wish to donate to the host in his channel. 222 We Can All Do Better. That is the cash app. Thank you, Jay Gill. I gotta go get the tablet so I can make sure I don't miss anybody. Miss Oh So Pretty is in the building saying good evening. Hey Tay, how are you doing, love? I'll answer one of your questions here. You asked me where I had been. Fashionista is in the building. So part of where I had been, y'all, it was on the news, and I won't get too much into it because I know some of y'all are trying to locate me. Say, send me Darnell's location. I know some of y'all trying to locate me, so I won't get too much into it. But it was on the news. Somebody, I used to keep one of my former employees two kids. I used to keep her kids sometimes. We started out with the working relationship and we gained a friendship. And kind of, I don't know if it was Thursday. I think it was like Thursday night or Friday morning. It was on the news that the youngest one had been murdered. Well, I can't. They said don't say the word. I already said the chat that he had his someone had taken his life. So I didn't expect that to really hit me as much as it did. But I guess when you kind of see kids growing up and then you even if you lose contact with the mother, hello everyone, hello, 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 y'all come on in the building, you lose contact with the mother, you still have like a place for those kids. And I just remember he was like the sweetest little boy. I do remember his mother was concerned about him being gay or whatever. And I don't know, some kind of way he ended up with the wrong crowd, as the story is with a lot of people. And I just couldn't help but to think, like, hopefully he didn't feel the pressure of trying to be quote unquote a straight male and hang with the guys, and this is the thing. And I couldn't help, and I wouldn't dare ask nothing like that in a situation like that. But I couldn't help but to think, with her adamantly wanting him not to be gay, and with his father had passing, I don't know if she tried to toughen him up and all of that stuff. But I couldn't help to wonder if that's what happened and if he ended up in this crowd because of that. But anyway, it was a long story, and unfortunately his life got taken, and I reconnected with her and one of my other coworkers, and then some of my other coworkers even today. So it was a thing, and I didn't expect to take it as hard as I did. It just I guess, like I said, when you kind of keep kids, or you uh, babysit them, or whatever you want to call it, you do develop a connection, even if you lose contact with the mother. So anyway, that is part of what I was going through over this weekend, and I made sure I reached out to the mom, seeing if anything she needed, and got with them as well. Justice in the building said we are in here. Yes. So that was that for the weekend. So I have been a little MIA, but I am back in here today. So today, what we are doing, let me see if this even for. I was trying to do this. I probably won't even be able to do it, but I was trying to do a little background for it. Maybe it'll come up in before it's all over, but it's going really slow. Yes, like and my favorite podcast, and truly. Oh, thank you, Donna. Let me go ahead and like one of my favorite podcasts was Truly Lit the other night. Doc lit a fire. Yes, indeed, Miss Donna. Yes, Doc came through and lit a fire. Good communication. good people on this side of things. We have some smart and intelligent people who, as she said, see beneath the surface. And so I wanted to continue a form of that and have a call-in segment for tonight, which we will do. So everyone is saying hello. Kentrell is in the building. Hello, Kentrell. Hello, love. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Justice is saying hello, everyone. So tonight, you all. Now, let me also say this, because it's Sunday, and I wanted to keep it a little peaceful. I wanted to keep it a little peaceful. I had already dealt with, and thank you all who have said my condolences and all of those things. Thank you so much. Like I said, it really did, for at least a day or so, like affect me more than I thought that it would. And I'm glad that I was able to reach out. And the things that had kind of interfered with me and the mother, which was a man. Ain't that normally how I go? Her man at that time. But anyway, so I wanted to make tonight a little lighter. But I will say, and I'll just keep it very general. Somebody said that they was going to be looking for me, and they said that it was to have found me within 24 hours. Now that 24 hours have passed over about 5 times, maybe 7. It might have been about 7 24 hours by now. But so people are sending me information, girl. And so since you're looking for me, I'm going to go ahead, and I wasn't even looking for you, girl. But since you're looking for me, when the people get finished sending me the information, I'm going to go ahead and reveal it. So that is going to be coming shortly. It's going to be coming very shortly. So since you're looking for me, girl, you should know who you are because you stay watching. I stay hearing the references of my channel. So you stay watching. So since you were looking for me or are looking for me, but you still have not met that 24-hour quota that you gave yourself, when these people finish sending me the information, I'm going to let it all out. But it won't be today. We'll keep it cute on today. That's what we'll do. We'll just keep it a little cute on today. Okay, let me see y'all coming on through here, speaking to everyone. Yes, Penny, it was very sad, very sad. Malona is in the building. Now, Malona, you told me something, baby, and I ain't gonna even be able to do it. Thank you, Miss Jackson. How about I'm gonna start? If I can't get the first name, Malona said that is not Malona. She told me something. Miss Jackson is in the building. Justice, who best is in here? Hey, it's a lot of besties in here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Miss Debbie. Justice, you a mess. Okay. What y'all talking about in here? My condolences. Thank you. Crystal is in the building. Thank you, Crystal, for coming through. So, y'all, we are going to go ahead and get started. So this, what we're doing right now is called Ask Darnell. We are doing Ask Darnell. That is what we're doing right now. Now, I posted a video earlier. I said, if any of you have stories of like what's been going on either in your life or someone else's life, whether it has to do with the relationship with whoever, the relationship with your significant other, with your parent, with whoever, any type of relationship, something has gone wrong. Nobody's going to know who you are. You can call in and be Jane Doe, whoever you're going to be, child. So I said, call on in, and we're going to be talking about these things. So any advice on that? Any advice on something that is more related to like life, not necessarily drama, life or drama? If you have any questions for me, you can call in and ask those questions. I may or may not answer. Someone had some questions about, how I felt about a certain thing that we've discussed or a certain party or whatever, you can ask the question. So that is what we're doing today. And we can go ahead and get started. Penny has put the number up, and that number is 865-888-0302. 865-888-0302. Matter of fact, let me share screen, share, tire here, audio, share. So let me go back here. Okay, good. So you can go ahead and call in any questions for me, any general questions, any juicy questions. This is Ask Darnell. You can go ahead and call in. Let me see what y'all are seeing here. Hello, good people. Jay Gill and Shamika. Thank you for coming through, Retha. Thank you for coming through, love. Blessing Hot Topics is in the building. Don't let them them make you reveal. Well, let me continue this. I mean, Blessing Hot Topics. I'm just saying what the lady has said. That's what she has said. So since she is on my ass, when the people finish sending me any information they send, and I'm just gonna go ahead and let it all out. Since she's looking to let something out. Welcome everyone joining the live. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe, comment. Yes, thank you all. Thank you for all of that. Y'all go ahead and hit the line. I already told y'all what the live was going to be a night tonight. Ask Darnell. Could be a situation about yourself, a situation about someone else. Y'all go ahead and hit the line. Let's see. When I click the membership link, it says block or report. Help. So you are on YouTube. I'm not sure why I would say that. So it's a couple of options to join. You can click the link. If you're having trouble with the link, right below the video, you should see a button that says join. It's like right below the video, but the link, let me click the link and see what it's doing. Yeah, for me, the link is taking me right to join this channel. So if for some reason you're having trouble with the link, in the bottom of the video, you should see the word join, like right next to We Can All Do Better. You can click join if for some reason you're having trouble with the link. You can click join. Well, baby, I done put the number out and ain't nobody calling. And the number, I know we're not finna do this tonight. Put the number out again, child. Call in and ask your questions. Whatever questions you have, if you want to know something about what we have been covering, if you want to know something you want to ask about me, if you want to know advice about something, whether it's your business or someone else's, that is the number. So that is also, let's see. I'll put the link in again, but no, that's the right link. I clicked it and shared it and pinned it to the top of the screen. So you can click it there, but let me know, Jireh, if you're having any issues from there. Also, if you wanted to come on StreamYard, I will put the StreamYard link in here as well. And there it is. That is the StreamYard link. Hello, love. Hello, Shakita. Hello, Shakita. Hello. Thank you for coming through from Facebook. I will try after the live that Nosy Neighbors. Okay, no problem, Jireh. No problem, love. Y'all come on through now. I done already told y'all what the live is about, so we're going to have to shift and talk about something else because y'all not calling in. What is the tea? What is the tea? Now, the last live, y'all was calling in over flooding the line. Let's see. Y'all was over flooding the line. What is the tea for tonight? No problem, Jireh. I'm with you, Darnell. Once you show me, once they show them who you're untouchable and unbothered, I had to take a couple of days away because it was so disheartening to drag one another. Women have to come so far. Yeah, Donna, like, but it is what it is. A lot of people aren't going to admit, like, you know what I'm saying? They're basically throwing people's names out so they can get some clicks and, you know what I'm saying? They're doing that. They're not going to admit it, but that's what they're doing. So a lot of them don't even have no real beef. Some of them, I should say, they don't even have no real beef. They just want to kind of throw their names around and act like it's some beef to get a response or, to get some shit going so they can get somebody over to their page. Is the doctor on here tonight? I don't know who all is on here tonight, but the number is there for people to call in with questions about what we have discussed on the lives, questions about what I think about one party or another on each side, questions about me, questions about things you have going on in life or somebody else has going on in life. The number is there for you to call. The StreamYard is there for you to click on and join. And you never know who's going to come on. I don't know if the doctor is going to come on, if she's not going to come on. I don't know. All right, so somebody, is this somebody calling in? Because I see a number, but it's not coming through on my, hold on, y'all. It's coming through on my phone, but not the computer. Hold on one second. Okay, so we did have a caller. I'm trying to see if it's going to come through on the computer this time. Y'all, hold on one second. All right, y'all. We're having some technical issues. There is someone calling in. Give me 1 second.
Hello.
Can hear you. Can y'all hear the caller that's calling in say something? Caller?
Hello.
Can y'all
Good
hear
evening,
her?
everyone.
I believe they can hear you. Can y'all hear the caller that's calling in? Okay, so yes.
I heard it.
Okay, cool. So
It's a
they said,
delay in it, though.
okay, yeah, it's going to be a delay from what you hear and then the live. But what is your name, caller? And where are you calling from?
My name is Linda, and I'm calling from Mississippi.
Okay, Linda from Mississippi. And what is your question, love?
First thing I want to say that I love watching your channel. You have good content, and you're real.
Well, thank you, Linda.
But
I
my
sure
question,
appreciate that.
I know you was offended and upset about what boss lady had you serve, and I want to know, did you watch that interview she did with Darius?
Okay, so you said I was offended because Boss Lady had what now?
If I'm not mistaken, did she have paper served to you?
No, it wasn't me, but I do believe she's looking and seeking and searching and digging beneath her titties to find me, but she hasn't been able to do that quite yet. But there was
Okay.
someone else who she did serve, Miss Jenkins, And so it wasn't me, but yes, to answer your other question, I did see the live between Darius and Karina. I did see the live, but it wasn't me who she had served. I think she's
Okay.
looking to do that.
After seeing that live and talking with Tay and Chef Carmel, what do you think they should go from here?
Well, in my opinion, and could one of the members or moderators help? Let me see who is that asking. How do you send it? Linda, can somebody help Linda B? So, to answer your question, I think that if it were me, I don't know if their relationship does not. It's kind of hard, right? Because even if they um, business wise come to a resolution, to me, if they don't like each other, or if there's no like respect or no like agreement for one or the other to stop what they're doing, I feel like it's still not going to be a good business relationship. So if it were me, in my opinion, I would not want to be a part of it, unless either Chef Carmen could get rid of Karina, or Karina could get rid of Chef Carmen. Excuse me. That would be my suggestion of what is to happen. I think there has been some information out that there has been some type of agreement made. I don't know what that is, but I guess we're waiting to hear what that is. But there's been some type of agreement that has been made. So, we're waiting to hear what that agreement is. So, in my opinion, what it should be, that would be the best thing as far as Chef Carmen is concerned, is to either own it, pull out, or to give it over. Because I just don't see, with them not being cohesive, or if they're not going to have like a mutual thing, and I don't think it could ever be like it was. But if it's not even like a mutual respect, not to join this side and be talking and doing all of this, and not to be doing all of that, then I don't think it would work, even if there is that court agreement. So I'm not sure, but hopefully we'll find out some more about that soon. But in my opinion, one of the two should go away in some form or another.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna. I don't believe they'll be able to work together no more.
Hmm.
And then I know when last weekend, if I'm not mistaken, when Chef Carmen and Tay came on, you know, Chef Carmen said y'all was talking is that you know to stop the stuff from all this talking and stuff that Chef Carmen and Boss Lady could sit down and have a talk and it would stop. But that didn't happen. Then a few days later, that interview with Darius came out.
Yeah.
But
Oh, go
uh,
ahead. I'm sorry.
after the interview with Darius,
Hmm.
you know, um, Chef Carmen did a few lives and stuff.
Hmm.
Marking what uh, marking Karina was said in the interview. She said she didn't watch it, but people called her and told her what was said.
Hmm.
That's not gonna make things better. And I've seen several other lives with her, laughing and stuff about it. If if you're gonna go, you're gonna wait. People. I support Chef Kerman.
Hmm.
I love Chef Kerman. I probably stop out of her because I love the way she feeds the homeless and all that stuff. And I became a subscriber and stuff. But in the midst of this stuff here, you know, I don't. I think all of them had their faults in the thing. And everybody needs to admit what they did wrong and just go on, because they still got people that love them and subscribe to them. And some people don't like Karina, and some people don't like Chef Curran.
Hmm.
And with this bickering back and saying, I mean, I think it's time to move on and keep, especially Chef Curran, do what she love to do. uh, with the homeless and all that kind of stuff. Don't indulge in that stuff. I know she said she was on the interview with that lady. I can't think of her name. Said she is gonna react to some of it,
Hmm.
but
Yeah, I think
I really
I think that sometimes it's much easier for us to say those things if we're not in the shoes of the people. An example, Chef Carmen said she had been ignoring box braids for years, for 2 years. So we have that as an example of ignoring someone, and sometimes that still doesn't work because the people just keep coming and coming and coming and coming. So I think it's easy for people like, on the outside to say, oh, just ignore it, just shut it down, just don't say nothing or whatever. But sometimes, like, that may not be the case. Sometimes people get tired of hearing stuff, they get tired of dealing with stuff. They've already been dealing with stuff for a long time. And then sometimes people are just tired of it. Are you still here, ma'am? Okay, so I think we lost the caller, but we appreciate you calling in from Mississippi. We the next caller can call in. We can handle two calls at a time. So that caller has fell off for some reason or another. The next caller can go ahead and call in. I believe they posted the number. Oh, we got the caller calling. Yes, indeed. I fixed the issue, I believe. Let's see what's going on here.
Call from. To accept, press 1.
Hi, love. Thank you for calling in. Ask Darnell. What is your question? Well, what's your name first? Where's your name? What's your name and where you're calling from?
just run the back. My call had failed.
Oh, Linda, you're calling back. Okay, no problem, love. But I was just saying, I think sometimes it's easier said than done. Sometimes people ignore stuff for so long, and sometimes people just decide that they want to speak up, especially if they've been dealing with stuff for longer than maybe we even know about. So it's sometimes I think easier said than done, but sometimes people get sick of it and they want to speak their piece. So I think that's what goes on, Miss Linda. Did you have any more questions?
No, and I just want to say I like your content, and
Yes, ma'am. Well, I thank you so much. I thank you for watching, for subscribing to the channel. And we will all at some point have a difference of opinion in so many things.
yeah,
The best thing we can do,
mhm,
if you like someone, hey, stick beside them. Don't give up on them. You know,
right,
uh, Chef Carmen, she's been doing really good to me with not responding to Karina. And maybe this other thing will pass as well. So we just have to stick in and see. But I just think that sometimes, people get fed up with stuff and they might feel like they have to say something.
right.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in and chiming into the conversation. Ms. Linda, you have a great day and enjoy your holiday tomorrow as well.
You too. Thank you.
All right. No problem. Bye. All right, I have fixed the audio issue. I don't even know where that came from because the last live we didn't have any audio problems. We went straight into it, and that was the test run. Y'all go ahead and call on in. We can take two calls. The one call I will have to put on hold. Any questions you have about anything we have covered, anything you want me to cover? We got somebody else calling in. I guess this is a new person.
Call from. To accept, press 1.
Thank you for calling in. Ask Darnell, what is your name and where you're calling from? Okay, I think that was Miss Linda again. We're looking for a new caller to call in and ask some questions about, again, either anything we have covered, anything y'all want us to cover, um, questions about anything going on in your life. Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell you this: if this gonna be this hard, we ain't gonna be really doing it. Now, I tried to bring some different things for us to do today. Y'all can ask anything, and y'all don't know what's going on right now. I can see both sides, but can say for sure I love Darnell live. Oh, thank you, Jireh. Thank you so much, love. Good evening, darling, and nosy neighbors and mods in chat. Hey, LJ. Thank you so much, LJ, for coming through and joining the live. We are doing Ask Darnell. I just posted the number in chat, 865-888-0302. Can ask anything related to topics we have covered, anything you are wanting us to cover, any issues you may have going on in your life, you needing advice from, or any issues you know someone else is going through. Y'all go ahead and hit the link and call in. I also posted the StreamYard for anyone who wanted to come on StreamYard as well. There is the link in the chat. All right, y'all. Because if not, I'm finna get ready to go ahead. Because that was my sole thing for coming on tonight. Now, because I'm waiting on if y'all ready for the juice. The juice. Hopefully it can be tomorrow. I'm waiting on the rest of the information to come in. But once it does come in, that's gonna be the live. I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow. Hopefully it can be tomorrow. I know Karina is part of a group that asks Clueless, but all in the chat. Yes, all of that information is always all in the chat. She don't do too many lives about it. Karina responds faithfully to the hate picture. She adds a lot of commentary. Yes, indeed, Shell. Yes, indeed. Oh, is Doc in the building? Where is Doc at? I could clap back as well. That hasn't stopped anything. Chef Carmen is elevating and making new moves. 2023. I'm looking forward to what Chef Carmen has to bring to 2023. Yes, indeed. Let's see what I have missed. So I see y'all is not wanting to participate in this call in. I'm going to put it up one more time for the call in number, and I'm going to shut the whole thing down because one thing I ain't going to do is 0302. That is the call-in number. Again, you can call in to ask Darnell, anything you wanted to ask me, anything about what we have covered, anything you want me to cover, any of your business you want to talk about, or anything of somebody else's business. Doc, where you go. But it's more than Doc that can call in. Y'all can't put it all on Doc. Y'all can call in. That is the number. That was the purpose. You said, is that a prison call? I have no idea where the people calling from now. I have zero idea where the people calling from. We got somebody coming on the live stream. Hi, dogs. Hi.
So, how are you?
Oh, is this Josh?
No.
Hold on one second, Josh. Hold on, love. Hold on. Stay right there. Oh, shucks. Stay right there, Josh. Thank you for calling X.
To accept.
Thank you for calling Ask Darnell. What is your name and where you calling from?
Peace and blessings, Darnell. This is Nicole Love. How are you?
Nicole Love. Hey, Nicole. I am fine. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
I see you a lot in chat. Thank you for calling in.
I just wanted to say to you, I am so proud of you and how you handle yourself on the lives and everything. I really enjoy hearing you speak. You know, like I told you one day in the lives, I love to you. You say, my God.
My God, Nicole. And if I get too excited, I'm going to raise that octave about 2-3 more times. But yes, my God. There'd be a lot of stuff going on in this chat. I'm just, when you don't have nothing else to say, that's one thing you can say. They say just call on his name. So if you ain't got nothing else to say or don't know what to say, just say, my God. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
So what do you think about what's been going on lately? Like, I know you've probably seen some of Box Braids lives, and she had a live with I call her Sister Tia. I don't know if y'all all seen that live with Sister Tia. I didn't really TEAR. I didn't really understand that live, but what have you been seeing that's been going on, and what are you making of everything?
Oh gosh, I find everything to be very disheartening.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't understand. I've been watching Carmen for a while, and I've been watching Tay, since she's been with Carmen
Mm-hmm.
and everything. And I truly do not understand where all the hate is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is no one knows exactly what's really going on between Carmen and Karina, and just everybody that's involved within that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bad that it has been playing out over the lives and things of that nature. And people, have their own opinions and everything. But I think the best place for people that are just like really looking in and don't really have any kind of deep concept of whatever is going on within it, I think everybody should just be mindful and remember that these people have feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless whether or not you agree with this person or that person, everyone has feelings and everyone's feelings should be respected.
Mm-hmm.
Like they call Tay out of her name constantly. Every chance they get, they're talking about this young lady. And I really don't understand where all this hate is coming from. She came in on the scene as a friend or whatever in the beginning. And now that they're involved with one another, it's really nobody's business.
Yeah, nobody's business, but everybody has inserted themselves into it. People have formed opinions, and sometimes when people's opinions did not even kind of weigh out, like a lot of people in the beginning said, oh, Tay is just there for Chef Karma's money. They had put up this big net worth of 3 or 4 or $5 million or whatever. But then as stuff started to come out that didn't correspond with 3, 4, $5 million. I'm like, well, where is everybody at now? Are y'all gonna see? People don't like to say, well, that theory that I put out is not making much sense now. So people don't even follow through and follow up with their own shit that they said that's not right, that you can
Right.
clearly see is wrong, and so they don't even do it. Like, clearly you put out something that was time told that it wasn't exactly how you're saying that it was now. And by no means do I mean that Carmen is doesn't have any money. That's by no means what I'm saying. But people put out these figures of 3, 4, $5 million, and then they follow up with saying, okay, well, this was paid for, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and the house, and this and that. So I'm just like, well, y'all gonna have to pick a side, because either she has a lot of money or she has,
Or she has nothing.
no, what I'm saying? Because y'all said she had a lot of money at one time, then y'all flipped the script and said she had no money. So if you're gonna flip the script, then where is your assumption of why Tay came in? Because your assumption was initially for Chef's money, but then nobody wants to go back and say, well, you know what? I said that, but that's not the case now. Because so it's a whole bunch of bullshit. And
Right.
it's a bunch of people who really all that they want is the drama. They think that this is another episode of One Life to Live, or
And
All My
it is.
7 or 8 Children,
Right.
or
But at the end of the day, we all just have one life to live, period.
right.
Nothing in this life is promised to us other than death. That's the only thing that's promised to us. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to figure out what's this person's motive behind why she's with this person, or whatever the situation is, live your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Live your life and stop trying to tear this person down, or persons down, or these people down for your own benefit.
And you're not, and nobody is Carmen's guardian. I don't think she has a guardian. So if that
Carmen is a
lady
grown woman.
said
That is
that
a
she
grown
wanted
woman.
to be in a relationship with Tay, I don't know why there's so many people who are hell bent on saying, "Oh no, that's not good for you." No, 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 no. I do understand there has been past relationships that I may not have been there to see, but at the end of the day, when a grown person makes up their mind that that's what they want to do, I don't understand why if y'all done said it one time, two times, three times, at some point, I don't understand why you said, well, you know what, I'm gonna still be there. And that's what you want to do. That's what you do. Because I mean, that's the next step for me. How are you going to convince somebody to do what you want them to do? You done said it two, three, four times, and they're not
Right.
hearing what the hell you're talking about.
Right. You can't make somebody do what you want them to do when it comes
Now,
to their
Nicole,
life.
I'm gonna try not to interrupt you, but Nicole. I got one thing to tell you. You wanna know what it is?
I see something.
Yo, Nicole said it for me. I see something, Jireh. Thank you so much, Jireh, for the super. Nicole, you done tripped me out on that one. Thank you so much, Jireh, for the super sticker. Thank you so much, love. Thank you for that. And thank you, Nicole, for joining the chat. Nicole, you
Thank you
have
for
me.
taking it.
You done took me out with the I see something. Yes, indeed. You better know.
My God, my God.
You better know I seen something. I sure did. If I don't see
Well,
nothing
I
else, I'm gonna see
enjoyed talking
something.
to you, Darnell.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much for calling in, love.
And you have the rest of the blessed evening, and I will be on the live watching
You
and
as
listening.
well. You as well. Thank you so much. Y'all, let me go get before anybody else calls in real quick, let me go get my other device. Hold on, real quick.
Are you okay? That scared me. I can hear an echo in the background. Can you all hear me? Everyone's like laughing right now. Oh my god. You silly goosies. Are you silly goosies? Oh my god. You're making me laugh, guys. Stop it.
Josh.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Now, why you came in here trying to disguise yourself to be somebody else? Somebody had just asked about you, and if y'all don't know Josh, he is a
I'm a doll
fake.
maker, actually.
You're a doll maker. Josh is a doll maker. He's from a different country. I still
Yeah.
haven't, and he
Right.
joins the live here and there. I just had to go make sure I get my tablet so if somebody sent something I can call them out. So, Josh, thank you for joining the live. How have you been?
I'm really good, thank you.
Well, that's good. So listen, we are going to take some callers and we're going to come back to you. So stay right there, okay?
I'm not going nowhere, guys. I'm just staying right here.
Okay. Thank you, Josh. And then how do I? Okay, there you go. And Josh. All right. So I am back, y'all. I had to go up. I see something. Thank you so much, Annette. Thank you so much, Annette, for the super sticker. Thank you so much, love. All right, so I am back. Thank you, Annette, and thank you so much, Jireh. I am back. You all can call in. We are still. How old is Josh? Nicole, I have never been able to figure out. Josh will not answer how old he is. My analytics say that there is someone between 18 and 25. I don't know if that's Josh, but he's here. I don't know how old Josh is.
I'm
So
still here,
listen,
guys. Sorry.
Natasha, I thought I had muted you.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm
How
still
old are you,
18, guys.
Josh?
I'm 18, so don't worry, guys. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm a teenager now. So yeah.
Josh said he's
Carry
a
on.
teenager. And we're gonna carry on. Okay, you stay right there, Josh. So anyway, I have no idea. Josh says he's 18. The call-in number is 865-888-0302. Call in to add to the conversation, call in to ask questions, call in for advice on either some of your business or someone else's. Y'all go ahead and call in. Let's get this little party going, y'all, because I don't know. Y'all, nobody has to know who you are when you call in, love. Yes, ATL, Miss Scooby, he does sound young. I have no idea we have not been able to figure out since he's been calling in, but it's, I don't know. I have no idea. But Josh, he calls in. I'll add him in and let him speak his mind. But I have no idea quite what's going on with the situation. Bless his heart. Yes, y'all call on in or y'all come on and add to the stream. Y'all, this is a participation of a live. I don't know why y'all so scary, but this is a live that requires participation. Calling Sam K. How about we do this? Sam K. Let's go ahead and discuss what we had talked about. Sam K, can you call in? Yes, Sam K, that is Josh. Josh is back. Josh actually had been missing for a little minute. So he had been missing a couple of lives. Josh is normally the first one to call in, but he's back. He's back. Alina says, oh, okay, now he sounds like a child. He don't sound like 18. I don't know, Lena. What's the situation? What's the deal? Someone just called in, but they hung up. So call back in. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. I see something. Rosa Johnson. Rosa Johnson, thank you so much for the super sticker love. Thank you so much. I've called twice. Jireh, I just heard a call come through, but just as quick as I heard it, it went away. Can you try to call back in? I don't know if that was you or not. Are you? No, that wouldn't have been you. You try to call. It's like going away as soon as it comes in. It says unavailable. Oh, wow. Okay, I hear. Hold on one second. The world. Okay, here it is.
Call from
Jireh Langendorf.
to accept.
Hey, Jireh, where are you calling from, love? Somebody else is calling Jireh. Let me. Hold on. Jireh, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we didn't have any technical issues the first night, y'all. I don't even know. I can't even tell you. But Jireh, yes, you are here, and then I'm hearing all of these other calls coming in. Hold on one second, Jireh.
I'm calling in from Arizona.
Okay, perfect. Hold on one second. Hold and accept.
Call from
Sam K.
Hey, Sam K. Jireh just called in right before you. Can I put you on hold and then come right back to you?
Yeah, do I need to hang up or just call back?
Either one. If you want to hold, you'll already be on the line, or you can call back. It's up to you.
Okay, I'll just hold.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Jireh.
Hello.
Okay, thank you, love. So Jireh is here, and then Sam K is on the back line. Okay, so you all, now 2 people are on the line. This means right now at this moment, you cannot call in. Well, you can, but you'll get a busy or like unavailable thing. So you can't call in, and maybe 2 people were trying to call in at the same time before, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so right now at this current moment, 8:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have 2 people on the line. We have Jireh, we have Sam K on the back line. So you will have to wait at least until Jireh is off the line to call in. Okay, so Jireh, where are you calling from, love? Jireh?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I'm calling from Arizona.
Arizona, okay. What do you want to add to the conversation? How are you tonight? So y'all are 3 hours
I'm
back.
doing very.
It's 5. Is it 5 o'clock there or 6?
I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. Is it 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock? It's what time? It's 6 o'clock. It's 6:08. But I just wanted to let you know, Darnell, that I enjoy your show.
Mm-hmm.
Was the reason why I sent the super chat. And I'm a fair person. I see both sides of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Boss Lady as far as keeping, what's not business out of the lives and everything. And I agree with Chef Carmen that her personal business with Tay should be kept personal as well.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I'm just a mutual person.
Okay.
But I can hear all this background in the background.
I
all
can't
this
hear
noise in the
any. I can
background.
hear you perfectly. Can you? Do y'all hear any like commotion? I just hear her perfectly. What are y'all hearing? Are y'all hearing anything? Only thing I'm hearing now is someone else calling in, but they would have to wait until we are have
But
a
I
free
love
line.
your show, Darnell.
Thank you so much, Jireh. Thank you so much. You have supported. No, they say they hear you perfectly, Jireh. So I'm not quite
Okay.
sure, but I don't hear anything in the background. Okay, so thank you for supporting my channel. I'm a small growing channel, and you know what? You are right. There are things on both sides that have been right. The thing is, there sometimes have not seemed to be an alignment with those things, right? There has not been an alignment with those things, and then sometimes, child, with this whoever keep calling, and when I wanted y'all to keep calling in, y'all wasn't calling. Now y'all calling in. I told y'all to hold on a second, but
Yeah, I think if they keep everything in alignment and everybody just takes a step back for a while, for a few months, and then everybody comes back together again, I think everything will be able to work out.
And that's what I wanted from I like I said, you can go through my last lives, whoever been following me for a long time, you'll see, when Chef Carmen was doing things that I didn't agree with, I have stated them, but I haven't seen her do anything to or say anything towards Karina within the last month or so. So it
Yeah,
just
I haven't seen anything either, and if I had seen anything, it's her business. It's her and Tate's business.
mm,
It. Just don't say nothing. Either you support them or you support them, or you don't. You don't.
hmm so it's the whole
But I
thing.
definitely support me some Darnell for sure.
Hey, Jeray, and I ain't
My
mad at
God,
I ain't mad at that. My God.
my
But
God.
it's been unfortunate the whole thing. I just wish, as I have seen Chef Carmen come up, and I've seen her several times apologize and say, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe I shouldn't have did that. I, to be honest, have yet to see publicly Karina do that, because even in her
I agree.
interview with, thank you, because as you see both sides, that is a fact to me. I have not
Right.
seen
It
her
takes
do it
two. It
publicly.
takes two to tangle.
It takes
Boss
two to
lady. I'm pretty sure Boss lady is not. She's not clear of everything. She's
hmm
not exempt from anything.
Right. And there have been some things that have been done to escalate the situation, and all of those things play a factor. So, it's beating a dead horse at this point, because I don't see
Right.
her doing it. If she hasn't done it by now, I don't know if she'll ever do it. But I'm at least glad that Chef Carmen has done it, and she has tried to refrain herself from speaking on it. Whoever keeps calling, we can only have two callers on at once. We have those two callers. We will have to wait until one of the lines is free, and then you can call back in. And that, will
But I've been trying to watch this every. What is her name?
box
Everything Irie
braid,
or whatever her name is.
box
Box
braid.
braids. I hate to
Uh,
call her that by that name, box braids, but I'm gonna just because I can't remember what her
me
screen name
either.
is.
That's why
But
it's a box
box braids.
braid.
I've been trying to watch her shows just to see what it is that she's talking about, and I just
Nothing.
can't. I can't. Her views. I don't like the way she talks. It's throwing me off. So I just turn her off. So I don't know what she's talking about. But either way, at the end of the day, I still love me some Darnell.
And you know what? That's what I'm here for. But just to kind of piggyback what you're saying, same thing. People have been sending me her stuff, sending me her stuff, sending me her stuff, and I'm just like, I just don't get it. All that I saw is someone wanting to pick a fight. That's all that I saw.
Right.
Like, you wanting to pick a fight because you want to start this back and forth. So the other person with bigger followers, their people can come over to you and see what you're saying or whatever. But the whole thing it never kind of like clicked for me, because it wasn't genuine. I didn't honestly see. They said, who was Boss Brave? I didn't honestly see
Right.
where it was, even in that live where her and uh what the other lady went. I definitely didn't understand that live. I just don't under her lives to me. I just can't get into it. But some people have sent me some things, you can talk about it or whatever. So, maybe we'll see. But I just can't get into them as well, Jireh. I'm glad that you said that because I just see a whole bunch of foolishness and a whole bunch of attention seeking. Like, say my name, say my name, say my name.
Yeah.
Come.
Even if Chef Carmen and Boss Lady were to rectify everything, it should be between them. I mean, even Chef Carmen's daughter, she has nothing to do with it. She has no percentage into the company that I know of. Just keep it between the two of them and let them come together and let them start regrowing the brand again.
Right. Yeah,
That's what I
she
think personally.
she was not needed on that live. Like, I understand,
No,
oh, I
she
just
was
want to
not.
be
I
on the
agree.
side of fair. I just want to tell the truth. Well, let the lady tell her own damn truth. What are you her
I
are you her
agree.
cape? You know what I'm saying? Why are you
Yep.
so far up her ass? If she's supposed to be so damn smart, let her tell her own truth. Just like your mama can tell
Right.
her own truth. Why you be in it? Ain't nobody even ask you. But maybe somebody
Yeah.
did.
Yep. I
Yeah.
don't have a stake in it, but I'm for both of them. I mean, just can't we all get along?
Yeah, it would be nice, Jireh, but the stuff is gonna be what it's gonna be. That's one thing I have learned. The things are gonna be what they're gonna be. But you don't have to give up on the people who first you started to love and like. They're not gonna be perfect throughout this social media journey. I had people give
Yeah.
up on me. I did one thing they didn't like. I talked to one person they didn't like, and they got ghosts, and that's fine. But that's how people are at social media. Some of the people are very fickle. They're very phony. Because one lady, hey Darlene girl, she went on to call me sissies and call me all a bunch of names, but she was a supporter. So some of these people have this stuff all along, and as soon as you do something they don't like, you're their enemy. And that's where a lot of these people come in at. They say something that is rude and offensive, and then maybe they get blocked. And then they'll say, well, I didn't say anything. But no, girl, you did say something. You did.
Yeah, it's just a maturity level. It's all a maturity level. That's all it is.
Yeah, definitely that. But they take no accountability, a lot of them, and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. But yeah,
Right.
Jireh, did you have anything else to add to the conversation as well?
No, but after your live, I am going to go ahead and go and become a member.
Oh, Jireh, I appreciate that. And I wanted to call out, because when y'all become members, I don't see at the time what level of membership you get. So I'm glad that you said that because I wanted to call out someone that was our latest super member, and that is Anitra. Anitra, thank you so much, love, for becoming a super member. When y'all become members, I can't see it, and I can't even pull this report the same day to show. Anitra, thank you so much for becoming a super member. I thank all of the members all together, but thank you so much for becoming a super member. And thank you so much, Jireh, for subscribing. Whether you're a member or super member, it doesn't matter to me. Whichever one suits you the most, I sure do appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Sam K.
Hey.
Hey, love. Okay. Wait a minute.
Okay, Sam K. Yes, I'm here.
So
Let me
Sam
turn on
K-
the computer. Hey.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so Sam K is here, and now Jireh is gone. So whoever was consistently calling in, you can now call in. You will have to be on hold.
We know that's Josh.
Huh?
We know that's Josh.
That's Josh.
We know that's Josh.
You will have to be on hold because whoever it is calling from an unknown number and it's not coming up. So they said it's Josh Child. But anyway, so Sam K. So I wanted to talk about who all was ever here the last live. Me and Sam K had a little what's a good word, Sam? You're a English teacher.
Tiff. We had a little tiff.
We had a little spat. And so I reached out to her the next day, and she was receptive to me reaching out, and we talked about it. I had told her, I said, I normally don't ask people. Can y'all hear whoever that is calling in, like constantly? Can y'all hear that? I
No.
told her, oh, you can't hear it. You can't hear the ring noise that's coming in.
Oh, you know what? I turned down my computer, so I can't hear it on the phone. So
Oh,
never
okay.
mind. I don't know
Okay.
about everybody else.
Can
They
y'all
probably
hear
can.
that ring noise that keeps calling in? Y'all probably can. But anyway,
Yeah, I heard it when I was on.
thank you, Jireh. Thank you all. Thank you so much. So, okay, so yes, y'all say yes, we can. I don't know. Um, anyway, so I'm just gonna have to keep going. I can't if I'm afraid if I touch something it's gonna mess up. So anyway, so we had a little thing, and whoever is calling, giving me a second. Let's get the conversation with me and Sam K, and then call, please, because it normally would pop up. I don't know if it's because you're calling from a private number. It's not popping up for me to answer. But anyway, so Tay says she's back. So okay, so we had a little thing. I had asked on that live, and I had asked this for the reason that and just to interrupt too, we only have 58 likes. Oh, now 64. We have 64 likes on YouTube and over 115 people in the building. Wait a minute. 64 likes and only we have 64 likes and 112 people in the the rest of the people are on Facebook. Y'all like and share the live on Facebook. Like and share the live. So Sam K, so we had this disagreement or whatever. I had asked for everyone to hold their thoughts on whatever they thought about Chef Carmen for the reason that Karina had done the live and she had not admitted anything that she had done. Now, come to find out, you say you were back and forth dealing with your young one, and you didn't hear that I said that. And that was part of the misunderstanding. And then I had said, okay, well, Sam K, in the middle of the live, I have asked several times for no one to say anything about Chef Carmen because this is not a Chef Carmen live. So, we had that misunderstanding. I messaged you the next day. We talked as grown people should. I had an understanding from her side. She had an understanding from my side. I hear this calling. This is so distracting. Whoever is calling, somebody said it's Josh Child. Josh, if that's your ass calling in, stop it. Shit now. Sometimes, hey, my mama used to say sometimes you don't understand people until they cuss. Stop calling in for a second. But we had a misunderstanding. We talked about it and we came back together. So I just wanted to show a great example of being grown. Say who is Josh? I wanted to show a good example of being grown and sometimes having a disagreement or a misunderstanding, taking a step back because I didn't call her that night. I waited to the next day. Messaged her, we talked, and we had an understanding of what happened. And that can be done a lot of times. So we really just wanted to show that's because he's a kid. He might be life according to Lena. He very what mess or might be. He says he's 18. We have no idea. But he comes, he's respectful. We let him come on for a second and
Josh's family.
And we asked for his family. Hey, Sam K, did we not ask for the parents? We have asked for the parents.
Yes.
It's just we don't get nowhere with that. And so, we had this talk or whatever, and this is an example of Josh said, "My God, my God." Oh, that's Jay Gill saying, "My God, my God." Big conversation of like forgiveness and understanding. So this is just an example, you all, of how to be grown, mature adults and how grown, mature adults can handle a situation. And I've been talking for a minute, so Sam K, go ahead and add what you want to add to that conversation as well.
Yeah, and so y'all know, like I always get on and I'm like, hey brothers, because Darnell and I are like brother and sister, and most of you all realize because you've been here long enough that I usually have an opposing view toward the majority. So, but in my opposition, I really try to be very diplomatic in the way I approach things. I might throw in some shade, but it's very lighthearted, and I'm always following up with a laugh. So one of the biggest things Darnell and I talk about is the greatest thing about this page is that we are able to go on to this page, participate in the live, and although we have opposing views, that it's still respectful. And that's why we've loved this page for so long, because, and even though Darnell has, since he's gotten to actually meet Carmen and Tay through conversation, that his viewpoint shifted, and some people have a problem with it, and not all of us have a problem with it. Because honestly, this has been the biggest drama of 2022 and going into 2023, and I think most of us wish that it was over and that every side finds peace, like that there's reconciliation, that they are at peace, and that we can move on to another saga. Because we have to remember, these are real people. It's so easy because we follow them on social media to really, even though we don't say they're celebrities, but honestly we treat them as celebrities. So that's why we want to be in their business and why we feel like we have the right to have an opinion. But really we don't, and these real people are trying to get through this. And I think we have to just remind ourselves of that as the audience. And that's Lily in the background. So Darnell did mention that I said that I really didn't hear the warning. So some of you all know, some of you all don't. I have a special needs toddler who has severe autism and cerebral palsy. So often I'm on the live for hours with you all, but I'm not really paying attention, even though my AirPods in. So Lily is my biggest distraction. She's my biggest strength. But that's why I'm so invested in Darnell and why he's become my brother, because he's giving me another outlet.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, and I love you like a sister too. I think I have a way of handling this caller. Let me just go through those settings. I saw some settings earlier, and let me go through those settings. I bet you I can't find it now that I'm looking for it. Voicemail, get voicemail. Oh my goodness. Screen calls. Watch, I can't find it now. Okay. Anyway, I can't bother looking for it. So yes, I'm glad that you said that or whatever. And for anybody wondering, hey, because I will say some of you all who have a problem with, why you didn't say this and why you didn't do this and what about this and what about Chef Carmen that and what about this? You all have never went over to the ops, and that is the braids, that is the scamdy, that is the and all of them. Y'all don't say nothing on their pages about nothing, right? But y'all like to come over here because they damn sure don't do everything right. But I will say Sam K just even recently said something about something that has been going on that she wants me to talk about. So let me do this. I think Sam K, your call just dropped. I think because I heard it. I heard your call drop. Jesus Louise. Hold on one second, y'all. Whoever that is calling. See, I'm gonna have to. I don't even know at this point. Y'all blaming that on Josh. That may not even be Josh, child. That might be a hater. That's might be who that is. And it was a setting that I saw. Hold on, y'all. Let me answer the and see.
Call from
Tina Sullivan.
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hi, Tina. How are you? Where are you calling from? And what would you like to add to the conversation today?
Hi, Darnell. My name is Tina, and I am from Virginia.
Hey, Tina from Virginia. And what do you want to add to the conversation?
Well, really kind of briefed me. My phone kind of shut down in the midst and decided it wanted to do a wonderful update, and I still can back up, so I'm using my other one. Kind of brief me on what you're discussing tonight, Darnell.
Oh, so it's actually an open conversation. People are calling in. I don't know who this is calling in private chat, but y'all is working on my nerves. I'm trying to go to these settings to see. I think there was a way that I could. Hold on one second, Miss Tina.
Fine, take your time.
Call from to accept, press 1.
Hi, thank you for calling in. Let's see, they just hung up. Hey, Miss Tina.
You're fine, sir. Thank you.
So that's somebody playing on the line. I'm going to see if I can. But yeah, so it's an open conversation. Let me see if I can change some settings real quick. I don't know what settings I can change, but let me see what I can do real quick.
Am I
Always.
echoing?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Hide your property, incoming calls, as well, call forwarding, screen calls, incoming call options, receive core calls. Oh, I can. Let's see, core calls, and show, move call history. Okay, let's see if this will work. Let's see if that will work. Let's see if that'll work. Tina?
Well, really,
No, that ain't working.
Darnell?
But yeah, so it's an open conversation. Whatever you want to add to the conversation, it is fine. We're talking about if you want to add something to the conversation of what we have previously talked about in the past. If you want to add something to the conversation about what you want us to talk about, or if you have like a family situation that you're seeking advice, or something through a friend or something like that that you're seeking advice for.
Well, I kind of have a couple little things. Won't keep you long.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'm a diehard Tay and Chef fan. I love my Tay, love my Chef, and I think I've shed just as many tears over them as I have myself. And I've been going through a lot. I lost my husband and my main part. And anybody in the comments that has any suggestions, I am open to them. I just got my other phone. It's just went kablunky over updating apps. It's just now coming up. I will go back and read them. But my husband just passed away, and
I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss Tina.
and it's weighing on my heart and heavy, and my boys have disowned me and taken my grandkids away from me.
Mm-mm. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Grieving my husband, and I am a quiet person, so please don't think that when I come on your platform, if I don't say much, please don't take offense to that, because I am a quiet person. Not that I'm shy, but I'm not that shy. I can speak up when I need to. But it's just hard right now for me to say a lot, because I don't want to step on any toes. I would never hurt anybody, but because I guess I've been hurt so much. But my point of view is, as a parent, how can my only son that was here to help me fight his daddy with dementia and Parkinson's for 6 years, help me day in and day out, walk off and leave me, and now here I am facing possibly maybe having to go into a home. And I'm only 52 years old, Darnell, and my heart broke because he won't come around because of his significant other doesn't want him to have a relationship with me. And I just don't feel that that's fair, because I've given them everything I've got. I handed them vehicles, I've handed them money, I've done everything. And if anybody has any suggestions on what I need to do, how I should handle this, I go to therapy, I go to counseling, I go to church. I am a Christian. I just don't know where my options are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm scared.
Yes, Miss Tina. I'm so sorry to hear that. So let me ask you. So, so as far as you are aware, were there any kind of disconnects between you and your son before the relationship that he had with his significant other?
No. He was a daddy's boy big time. He worships the ground his dad walked on. And when he lost his dad, I lost my son. And when his dad was laying right here in this chair dying, his last words was, "Daddy, you don't have to worry about Mommy. I'll take care of her." Now, my other son lives out of town. I can't expect much from him, Darnell. He's got a life. He works hard. He's a pipeline. He's getting ready to go to Texas for about 9 months. He's a pipeline fitter, and I don't see him much.
Mm-hmm.
He has checks on me, but does that fill the void of? I say, I had a child for my husband. I had a child for me.
Mm-hmm.
The older one is his daddy's, and Dakota's going through a hard time right now, and he has alienated me because of his significant other, because there's problems.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a good enough Gigi to see my grandkids when I basically have raised them.
Mm-hmm.
I sure was good enough to take care of them when they were little,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not good enough now.
Well, let me ask you this. So you say you're not good enough. What has been that communication? Like, what has he said to you that brings you to say you're not good enough now? What has he said to you that makes you say that?
She won't allow him to bring them over to see me. She called me, cussed me, told me I'd never done nothing for her kids, that I was no good, that I was a two-bit, WHORE. And I haven't I don't go nowhere. I don't leave this house. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a significant other. I'm not interested in that. She called me everything but a white woman.
Mm-hmm. So is she white? You mentioned race. You brought up race. Is she white as well?
Yes, sir, she is.
Okay. So no, I was asking you not what she has said. I was asking you what has your son said towards you that said you're not good enough to now take care of the grandkids and all of those things.
He just, you can see the hurt in his eyes, because honestly, when he does come and see me, and I ain't seen him in 3.5 months. And when he does come and see me, the hurt in his eyes, and then when he walks through my door, Darnell, I'll be honest with you, all I can do is put my head in a pillow and cry. Because that's my baby. Because that's all I want. That's all I want, to walk through my door. I'm not asking him to give his life up. I'm not asking him to be here every day. I'm not asking him to quit his job and to take care of me. I'm not asking him. I'm not asking, but one day a week, he's got 10 minutes to come by and say hi to his mom.
Yes,
that he lives 4 minutes from.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will say, the good thing, Miss Tina, we have professional counsel and help on this live. So, I am by no means a professional, but I do tend to be able to listen to a situation and, give some pretty good advice. We do have Life According to Lena, and I'll make sure I pin, or I may not can pin it, but I will make sure I post her information here. She does want you to message her after the live to discuss this further. So I didn't get an answer necessarily to my first question. So let me ask you this. So the second son, because I know part of your concern is about you getting older, having someone there for you. I know you said your second son, he's away. Have you had a conversation with your second son about, just say if something were to happen with you, maybe he's not willing to move where you are, if you would be able to move with him, if there can be another outlet outside of the first son, just so that part can be out of the way. Have you had a discussion with your second son to where if something happened to you that maybe you can go where he is?
I will tell you his exact words. When Dakota quit coming around, he said, He can quit coming around all he wants, Mom. You've handed to him right and left. He's broke you. He's taken from you. He's done everything he can to you. But there's one damn thing he isn't going to do, and he isn't going to put my mom in a home.
Okay. So it's safe to
But
say that, part of your concern, that you wish you had help with your first son, part of that you can safely say if something were to happen, you do have your second son who would not allow you to go into a home. You have someone who would be willing to take care of you if something happened, right?
yeah, and the only thing that holds me back, Darnell, is I do have a 76-year-old mother that I do try to take care of.
Hmm.
Very sickly myself, very sickly. And actually, my mom at 76 can outdo me,
Hmm.
does me. And I've had her in the hospital for 3 days. That's where I've been. That's the reason why I've been off the internet. Um, I just haven't been able to get signal at that hospital. It's been just horrible. But anyway, she was hemorrhaging and she has pneumonia and stuff, and I got to bring her home late yesterday afternoon. But she is improving and she is doing a little better. And I went and checked on her before I spoke with you, and she's laying down and she's taking her medicine and she is sounding a little better. So, you know, I'm an only child. I have no friends. When I tell you I have no friends, I have none. Zero. None. All I have is my two kids that I feel like that has walked off and left me. And maybe I'm wrong, and that's where my heart hurts.
Right.
Is I feel like maybe they hadn't walked off and left me, and Dakota is doing it because my home reminds him of his daddy.
Hmm. Well, I'll say this, Miss Tina from Virginia. So first of all, we have many ways of looking at something. One thing that to me, when I hear the situation that you're speaking of, one thing that is a delight that you have two kids, and one of them assured you that despite of what's going on with Dakota, if I remember correctly, that your second
Yeah.
son would not allow you to go into a nursing home or into a facility. So you were concerned about that, and I know that you would want maybe the other son or maybe both of them, but you do have a safe haven, and knowing that that second son said that he would not allow that to happen. So let's look at that first as a positive. Let's look at that as like you have a foundation and you have something to fall back on if something were to happen. Now, as far as your first son, you mentioned a couple things. You mentioned the female, his significant other. I'm assuming is a female, that is part of the situation. But you also mentioned he no longer came around after his father had passed. Now, I'm not sure if this is a single thing, whether the father passed, has him not coming around, as you mentioned, maybe the house brings him those memories, or if it's a two-part of a situation where the father passed and the girlfriend, and maybe some kind of way she helps him cope with that. So maybe both of those things are possible. I will say also, Miss Tina, it's very common for men not to kind of express themselves. So it's like a challenge. Sometimes trying to find what is the issue with the man. So you know. Sometimes if you've tried your best to reach out to your son, and I don't know if you tried, but I would say, try to say, just one second, try to say, if you haven't, hey, I know your dad is passed, but do you realize like I'm in this situation? I would really love to have you too. I know you want your father here. I want him here too. Those in-depth conversations. Now you may have already done that. I'm just saying if you have not, and at some point, as you continue to have those conversations and you continue to pour your heart out, ask them, is there anything that I've done to you that is causing this relationship to be where it is? Is there anything that I've done? Ask
Yes,
that question.
there
Have you?
is.
So there is
There is.
something that he said you have done,
Yes.
and if do you mind sharing what that is?
Well, I don't believe in the lifestyle that he's living.
Is he with another man?
Nope.
What
Nope.
lifestyle is he living?
The lifestyle that he's living is he has 3 kids.
Mhm.
Um, and I have joint custody of his oldest
Mhm.
because my husband and I, he was young when he had her, and I helped take care of her. She's
Mhm.
my baby.
Mhm.
And I was so sick that I hadn't even been able to get my baby. But I talk to her daily. She knows that Gigi's sick, and she knows that everything's okay. But she's missing her daddy. Daddy still sees her. Daddy's still a big part of her life,
Mhm.
and her daddy is there. But long story short, the significant other to my oldest son
Mhm.
is cheating. She will leave the house at 9 o'clock. And I'm just going to brief you on a
Now, I
weekend.
just
I'm
want to
going to
make
say
sure I heard what you said. You said she's tricking?
cheating.
Oh, cheating. Okay, okay, sorry. Okay, got you. Go ahead.
Friday night, my son got off work. He works like a dog. Got off at 5:30, went home. She threw the kids in the car and said, "Here you go."
Mhm.
He didn't hear back from her until Sunday night.
Okay. So
So
that's your okay, I'm sorry. Were you finished or I'm sorry.
it it I didn't. I raised I raised a strong man. And like I told him, the last conversation I talked to him about, I think that maybe I said too much. And I said, any woman that would go lay in the bed with another man when they have a man at home with 3 precious children
Mhm.
and act like that it's okay, why
Mhm.
not walk off and let my son free?
Mhm.
Why not leave him alone? She is hitting him. She's spitting in his face. She has actually physically need him in the privates. She has called the law on him. You don't know how many times, Darnell, I've had to go over there and keep him from going to jail because she's lied on him.
Mhm.
I mean, this is an ongoing thing for almost a year. And I am begging him to get away. And I don't think he understands. And he's mad at me because I don't approve of the situation those poor children are watching.
Right. And from what you're saying, you shouldn't approve of it if there's violence in the home and stuff like that. Well, the only thing and this is just me personally, Miss Tina, because I've seen this so many times in relationships and in my family with people who are trying to uh, constantly tell another adult like what to do and how to do and whatever. You know, it's not that I don't think you should do that. Yes, you should do that, but not to the detriment of yourself. So it sounds like sometimes you are letting this affect you and your health. Um,
Oh, usually I've lost down from 130 to 108 pounds.
and see, that's the part that I don't feel like should happen. It's not that I feel like you shouldn't be concerned with your family, with your children, but when it comes to you suffering and you making yourself sick or stressful or all of these things, sometimes when you instill these things in your children, it's in my opinion, um, e- especially when it comes to getting yourself sick. Everybody on this earth, whether it's a mother, a child, a sister, or brother, some people have to live this life according to the decisions that they make and choose. If you have given them a foundation to remember to come back on. Sometimes I believe you have to settle with that. You've done everything you think. When you've said everything you can, when you've done everything you can for yourself not to be sick, because now you're concerned that you're going to make yourself in a worse condition that you're in. I know it's hard, and this is my opinion. Um, I know that it's hard. And Life According to Selena is a life coach in the building. She says, now we're getting to the root of it. I see where you're going. Yes, she needs to contact me. Life According to Selena has offer for you to contact her. She is the professional in this situation. But and she can at any time, and I'm sorry, go ahead.
I watch her. I get a lot from Lena, and I really appreciate her doing that. I really, really do. Because right now, like I said, I'm only child. I sit in this house 24 hours a day. I have nobody to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
I get so out of it that at times, Darnell, I don't eat for days. I don't want to live. I don't want to speak. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to eat. No. Am I suicidal? No.
Mm-hmm.
But you birth a child and you bring him in this world and you think that he's turned your back for someone that is not good for him,
Mm-hmm.
and he can see it when the condo that they own is in his name,
Mm-hmm.
but she lost of it. He can't even get in to get his work clothes.
Mm-hmm. So, Miss Tina, and so this is what I'm going to say, and I know that you're a mother, and please seek the assistance that Ms. Lena has offered with you contacting her. Do you know how to contact her? I'm going to start there. Do you know how to get in contact with Lena, like to message her on Facebook?
I know how to message her on Facebook, but that's all I know how to do.
Okay, so start there. She'll check her messages on Facebook. So I want to make sure, because I'm not equipped for some of these things that you have mentioned. But what I will say, and I solely believe in this, and because I've seen it. I had an aunt who almost did the same thing. She gave her grandson everything for him to only give her his behind to kiss, for him to only never appreciate it, for him to only. So these things happen. But and I can't speak as a mother because I'm not a mother. But what I'm saying, Miss Tina, is sometimes you will care more for people, and I don't care what kind of people those are. Sometimes you will care more for people than they will care for their own self, right? You will care more for them. And I don't think you should allow yourself to do that for anybody. Sometimes what I do feel is that we hold these titles in this world higher than they have to be. The title of a mother, the title of a father, the title of a son, the title of a brother, the title of a sister. When someone has questioned me about something with a brother, I said, well, do you know Cain, if you believe in the Bible, Cain killed Abel. So we obviously can see brothers, and one could take another one's life. So we can't, to me, in my opinion, hold these titles of people higher than the people themselves, the activity, the things that they're giving you, and that person is causing you all of this stress and hardship, and they're living whatever their life that, like I said, if you've given them the foundation, at some point you have to let people live their lives, as hard as that may sound, as hard as that may be. And maybe, Miss Tina, you have not put yourself first in a long time. Maybe you haven't put yourself first, because what good are you, Miss Tina, to anybody if you are not eating, if you are not taking care of yourself? What good are you to him? What good are you to the grandchildren? What good are you to anybody if you are not taking care of yourself? So as hard as it may be, sometimes take a moment to say, everything in life, Miss Tina, you can't fix. You're not even able to. That's why people believe in God. And that's why people say, well, God, I've tried until the point where I'm sick on this one. I've tried till I'm sick. I'm going to have to give this over to you because I can't bear this burden. I can't. I will be there. I will do what I can. But as far as that emotional burden, you may need to, and I suggest you give that over to God, the universe, whatever you want to call that, for it to be handled. Let that, your son has to live his life. Everybody makes these choices. But if you're going to allow that to make you be sick, you're not going to be good for anybody. If your son one day changes his life and says, you know what, mama, uh, you were right. Wouldn't it be a great thing if you were here to see it? So, what I say to that is, you can't fix everything. You cannot fix everything, Miss Tina. And I know I can only imagine as a mother that is disheartening, that it bothers you or whatever. But when you've done all you can, if anything you have done to him, apologize for it. If anything is left unspoken, apologize. Make that conversation. And after you do that, you have to let it go. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. But if you're gonna find yourself sick, if you're going to find yourself stressed, not eating, that's not good. And you have to, and I've heard this recently, when you're on an airplane, they said, make sure you put on your mask first, then you tend to your children, right? Because if by the time you put it on their mask, you're going to be done passed out and you got more sense to navigate the situation than they do. So take care of yourself first. If anything is left unspoken between you and your child, say that. If any apology is needed, say that. If anything is out there that's left undone, say that. But after that, you have to let that go. You have to let it go. You have to tend to yourself. You have to wake up in the morning to say, you know what, Tina, I've been dealing with this for too long. What am I going to do today to make me happy? You know what? I've been not happy for 10, 20, 30, 50 days. What am I going to do today to make myself happy? I haven't had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a long time, and I'm just throwing something out there. But what is going to make you happy? Something that's within your wheelhouse to do. You know what? I think I might want to, something that's within your capability, within your scope of doing to make yourself happy. And tend to yourself. Your son is grown. He's grown. And you are not responsible for him after you've done all you can. You've given your foundation. You've apologized for what's wrong. It's hard, but you have to find a way to let that go. Now, that's what I have for you. I believe in that 100%. It's hard. I know mothers have a hard time with that. Grandmothers have a hard time with that. But that is what I truly believe. And you're doing, and reach out to Lena. She definitely can expand that conversation, but you cannot, you're taking on another human being's whole life when it's not your life to take on. That's his life. You just can't do it. That's not what God meant for you to do. He has his life to take on. You have your life. You've done what you are going to do for him. It's up to him to go forward with the rest. It's up to you to realize, okay, well, have I said this? Have I said that? Everything has been said. You've asked for forgiveness. Anything you've done wrong, that's it. You have to let him live his life. You have to. Because otherwise you're going to make yourself sicker and sicker.
Step back. The only thing I have said was, son, when your 5-year-old daughter comes to you and tells you they got a new mama and papa and they're staying over there at that guy's house and the new mama and papa are taking care of them, Darnell, that cut like a knife. When I ain't seen my grandkids, they haven't even got their Christmas present. Yes, they're allowed to go over to some old drug house and spend the night. And I'm like, Dakota, go get your kids. You've got custody of your kids. Nothing's been in black and white. Nothing's black and white. I'm not saying it's in black and white. I'm not saying it. But legally, if he was to pull up over there and take the police and say his kids He needs a well check on his kids of what's going on in that house. I bet you 10 to 1 he could get his kids out of that house.
Yeah.
Because his significant other is into some bad stuff. And even begging my son to do it, and my son said, I'm not getting messed up in that crap. I've got a job to hold down. Why would I want to get him messed up in drugs? I have got kids to take care of. You go do you, and if you're that stupid, you go on do you ignorant fool.
Mm-hmm. So your other son, he got good sense. And
honey.
He has good sense. And not to say that you don't, but he's aware that, hey, he can't take upon the whole burden of another person's life or several people's lives. And you're making yourself sick behind it.
They don't talk.
Yeah, because but Miss Tina, I bet you this, if Dakota, I believe you said, were to decide that he was going to change his life and he were to mean it, I bet you your other son would be there for him in whatever way he could.
And honestly, you are correct. And I have told Jordan, I said, your brother needs you. And he said, Mom, he only needs me when he wants something.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but it could be the last time he needed something, so you better pick up your phone.
And so you have to come into the realization, Jordan is your other son?
Yes, sir.
You have to come into the realization that Jordan has come into. Sometimes your children can teach you things. Jordan has realized, he's tried and tried. I'm sure they've had a time, him and Dakota. I'm sure they've had a time. Jordan has realized where the things are that he does not have the power or capability to change them right now. And he can't, and you can't either. And you can't take it upon yourself to change it or to make yourself sick worrying about the change. That's you taking upon God's or the universe's or your son's. You're taking upon a job that's not yours, is what you're doing.
And I just got to get the strength within me somehow to see that I am a strong enough, good enough person. Because let me tell you what, I was a hell of a mother. Mm-hmm. I fought for the boys. I raised them boys. Their dad did too. I can't help their dad got sick and died.
No, nobody can help it.
That wasn't my choice. Because God, trust me, I'd love to have that man right here, right now, to hug and hold and kiss. I'd give anything. But Darnell, God had different plans.
Yeah, he does. And everybody has a day and a number. No one on this earth is going to live. Now, there's some people playing with organs and things. That's a whole nother story. We're going to talk about that, Miss Tina. But everybody has an expiration date on this here earth. So maybe that's part of what your son hasn't reconciled with, but you cannot, in this world and in this life, Miss Tina, there's going to be so many ups and downs, and you really have to accept them. If you, I think they have a phrase called waddling in the mud. I may not be saying that exactly correct. Waddling in the mud. So you can get up out of the mud, you can go wash off and bathe and be fresh and clean again, or the mud is the problems, the situation, what happened, what could have happened, I could have did this. Or you can get up out of that and say, you know what? It's a new day. It's another day. Miss Tina, tomorrow on January the 16th, 2023, this is going to be a new Miss Tina. You know what? I can't worry about those things. What am I going to do for me today? And some people think something like that is selfish. Sometimes you need to be selfish. When is the last time you've been selfish? So, Miss Tina, I do want to go ahead. I'm going to let you close out because I do want to catch another caller. Lena has asked you to contact her as well.
I will.
I can only give you what I have within my wheelhouse, Lena has a whole nother set of skills. So I encourage you just as soon
Thank
as
you.
tomorrow, Miss Tina, is to
The-
shake that off and bring on another day. I want you in the morning to say to yourself, Tina, what am I going to think about today that has only to do with me? What am I
Well,
going to do today that has only to do with me? Just even
they
start there. Take it one day to say yourself and not worry about those things to see if just for one day you can feel better. That's my challenge for you for tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Darnell. God bless you. Thank you for your platform. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for being so kind to everyone. You just yeah, you're one of a kind, and I'm proud to be a nosy neighbor.
Ms. Tina, I thank you so much. Follow up with me. Do you have a way to contact me on Facebook as well?
Um, I think I have you on Facebook. I'll double check.
Let me,
My
after you speak with Lena or even before or whatever, make sure you, because you did mention you don't have anyone to talk to as well, make sure you could message me on Facebook. I'll go ahead and put this in the chat. Facebook. I put it in the chat. That's my link for Facebook. Make sure you message me. Lena can help you, and I just want to make sure you have someone to talk to. I put my information in the chat on Facebook for you to contact me as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Darnell. I really appreciate you.
No problem, Miss Hina. God bless you, and I'll speak with you soon.
And I hope everyone has a blessed night, good week, and be safe.
All right, you as well. Bye.
So much, dear.
All right, bye. All right. Well, that was Miss Tina. This is kind of what I wanted from the conversation. You never know what people are going through. I had to actually turn the phone off to some degree. I figured out how to do. So I'm going to turn it back on. If anybody has been calling, you're going to have to give it a second. I have to go turn the phone back on for whoever that person was that kept calling. And y'all was blaming it on Josh, but it could have very much so been a hater. I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. Y'all are praying. And yes, y'all indeed pray for Miss Tina. Pray for her tonight. I do hope. Thank you, Life According to Selena. That means a lot. Being that you are certified and you have all of the experience that you have, and this is just God in me is my conversation. So thank you so much for that. Thank you, Nicole, as well. Let me see if I can turn the phones back on, child, because I don't even know how I turned them off. I don't know how I turn them off, so I don't know how I'm gonna turn them back on. Let me see what I click. I clicked something. What did I click? Oh, okay. So let me refresh. The phones should be back on. And if you have any decency, you see Miss Tina call with a serious situation. It doesn't have to be a serious situation while you're calling, but if you can stop playing on the phone, that would be great. That would be wonderful. Thank you so much, Denise. Thank you so much, love. Catherine, thank you so much. Thank you, Antoinette. Thank you so much. They're keeping you uplifted in your prayers, Miss Tina, from Karen. Thank you, Karen. Prayers for Miss Tina. Thank you, Arabia. Praying for Miss Tina. So I have opened I need to get my charger. I have opened the lines back up. You can again, even if you want to comment on the last conversation that we just had. Someone sent a cash app. Hold on, let me think whoever that was. Lynn, thank you so much, Lynn, for the cash app. Thank you so much, Lynn, for the cash app. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn says for keeping it classy. Thank you so much, Lynn. I appreciate that, love. I appreciate that. That is what I wanted for tonight, even if it's just for that one person. I hope Miss Tina got something from this conversation. I really, really, really do. Uh, Shell says, great advice, Darnell. Thank you, Shell. Prayers for Tina and your family from TM. Thank you, Darnell and Lena. I love you. Thank you so much, Ms. Benfo. We have another. Go ahead and answer. I guess I turned it back on.
Call from
Coolio.
Hi, I didn't quite catch your name. What was your name again?
Coolio.
Cooley?
Yeah.
Hi, Cooley. Where are you calling from?
Out here in Tennessee.
Okay, Cooley from Tennessee. Hey, Cooley, what do you have to add to the conversation tonight?
Oh man, so you, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but the thing said ask Darnell. So I just want a different perspective in in my life. So you know,
Well, that's what we talking
my
about
wife,
then, Cooley. We
my
talking
wife,
about the different
my wife,
perspective. Go ahead.
my wife is getting more distant. You know, and her excuse is like, I'm too I'm too sexually active,
Hmm.
and then I like to drink a lot.
Hmm.
So I mean, what do you think? Like, you know what I'm saying? What am I doing wrong besides like the obvious that I just stated?
Hmm. Well, Cooley, how long have you and your wife been married?
Man, a year and some change.
A little over a year. Okay, and how long have you known her? How long have you been together, or known her, I should say?
About 6 months before I married her.
Okay, so you've known her about a year and a half.
Altogether, I would say 2 years.
About 2 years. Okay, know her about 2 years. Okay, and so she says that well, no, you said she's getting more distant, and it's because you're too sexually active, and
Well,
you.
that's an excuse though, but I don't see where that's a problem.
Hmm. So you said she says it's because you want too much sex and that you like to drink. Now, have you? So since the 2 years that you have met her, has your sexual desires increased, or have you always been this sexually active?
She knew that shit before we even started. It was like one of the things that I told her before we even started. I
Mm.
told her, I got this appetite, and I hope that you could live up to it.
Okay, so
And back then she was like, yes. So now that when she said that to me, I'm asking her, I'm like, yo, you remember we talked about this? And now she's like, well, I didn't know it would be like that. Maybe she didn't believe me when I told her,
hmm.
but I'm sure she did because it's no time that we were together, and it wasn't going down every day, maybe 3 times a day.
Okay, gotcha. 3 times a day. That's a lot. So, and you have to be honest if I'm going to actually give an honest opinion about the situation. Now you're drinking. Has your drinking increased since you met her 2 years ago?
Nah, it hasn't. It hasn't because maybe it increased like like sometimes you on a holiday and sometimes you do get a little bit turned up,
Hmm.
but you know usually for me it's a weekend thing. I've been working so hard throughout the week. I bring the money home, and what I'm saying, like, yo, that's my relaxation. But it's not like I'm just gonna be spending the whole weekend just drunk.
Hmm. So your drinking is more so on the weekends, but you somewhere in the conversation admitted that it may have increased, right?
Yeah, during the holiday, maybe I did spend like, 1 week here or another week here that where like, it was like a daily thing.
Now, how long has this issue been where there's been an issue with her being more distant due to the sexual activity and the drinking?
Man, it really just started, and like right now I'm confused because it's not like I've had a little bit too much to drink, and we was
Right
just
now,
right outside.
are you talking about right now?
No, not right now. I'm talking
Oh,
about
oh,
like in the
okay,
in the past,
okay, okay.
So I've had a little bit too much to drink. We're sitting outside the casino, and right before we go in the casino, which she agreed to, she wants to come with me.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, "Hey, babe, I'll be right back." No, she want to come with me.
Got you. And does
I,
your wife
I,
work? Does she work?
of course.
Okay. And someone asked, do you all have any children?
She has a son.
Wife
Well,
has.
yeah, we do have kids because that's my stepson.
Okay, so just the stepson, and that's it, just the one child.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say from what I've asked so far, the good thing is you're saying this is new information. It's not like for the last whatever period of time that, this has been going on. So you have a chance and you're calling in asking a question. So you have a chance, and I appreciate you actually for even considering my advice for such a situation. But you do have a chance at the beginning of this to see if you can nip it in the bud. Now, could there be a possibility when you met your wife 2 years ago and you told her you have this sexual desire, this high sex drive, I would call it? Could there be a possibility that she could Hmm, she could have not known what that entails or how it would have impacted her, right? I believe that could be a possibility. So just leave that as that's a possibility. It's a possibility that what yes, you told her, but maybe she did not know what all that encompasses within just her life. Like, right? Like, oh, sex, good. I haven't had sex in a long time. Let's have sex 3 times a day. And after she got in that situation and lived it a bit, maybe, there were some question marks. Let's just at least leave that as a question mark, right? And maybe even the same for drinking. Maybe the drinking was cool. And there's the honeymoon stages of getting to know someone. Then there's like, okay, well, that was all the lovey-dovey, but then you settle into the person, you settle into these things. So I will say, Cooley, if you ask me, you sound like, and you can answer this question. I won't answer the question for you. So it sounds like you want to still be with your wife, and you want to find a resolution to this hiccup that you all are having right now. Is that fair?
Oh man, that's correct, man. Like it's like throughout my years, I've been with so many different women, and you know it. For me, she's different because you know she's more she's more attentive. You know, she takes care of me. You know, um, like for example, she likes to cook for me.
Hmm.
She likes to clean. It's like we. If I throw something on the ground, maybe she's on my back like that, like yo, what you doing with this and that and this,
But she picks it up.
and but at the end of the day, it's gonna be clean. The food's gonna be cooked. It's
Hmm.
not like I demand that from her because I could cook too.
But you see the
It's
value.
it's not something that I demand from her, but for me, it's like I would hate to lose somebody that is so caring. She's very caring in her heart. I see how she treat people and other people. You know.
Hmm. So you
So
see a lot of value in her, things that you may not have even seen in the beginning. So you just appreciate her, and this is somebody who you
no, I
continue.
saw I saw that from the beginning. I'm saying like it's stuff that I never saw from other women that I've been with or dated. They were very, you know, very standoffish.
Hmm.
She like my wife. If I even like get into an argument with her, she don't even argue back. Like
Hmm.
she don't even want to get into the argument. She just gets quiet, and it's a little scary because like I don't know what she's thinking because like she's not responding, she's not and at the same time it's like why am I even going into that phase with her because like you know
Hmm.
at the end of the day or tomorrow morning that shit don't matter.
Hmm. Well,
Because I know who she is at heart.
mhm.
And then like the past women that I've been with, they not even like they 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 want to confront you, this and that. It's always so many problems. They cook or clean. They will clean their house, and then every now and then but not come to my house and like try and take care of me like that and whatever.
Hmm.
Maybe I wasn't doing the right thing, or you know
And Cooley,
giving
how
them.
old are you?
Oh, I'm 30,
You're 30. And how old is your wife?
29.
29. Okay. So I'm loving, a lot of what I'm hearing. Like I said, you find value in your wife. Um, she gives you peace, although sometimes you wonder, like, why is there so much peace after I just did that? Why you not saying nothing? But at the end of the day, it's peace. And maybe you can fix whatever those things you're doing. So this would
Well,
be
that's the other thing is that why I'm kind of confused is because throughout everything that I've done in the past, the more that I've tried to do better, the worse of the relationship has gotten.
hmm. And Cooley, I don't want to assume because I had made an assumption previous. Are you only requesting this? Have you been faithful to your wife,
Of
all of
of
these two
course, I
years?
I only if you know I won't say like I only deal with one woman at a time, but if we are in an agreement and we've had that conversation, and this is us and this is us, but if we're in a conversation and we talking about, oh, let's just be friends
Hmm.
and see where this is going, I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket. But then if we in a conversation of I'm married to you,
Hmm.
and honestly, I've been there, I've done that, and I'm not trying to be, I'm way too busy working for this money to get off of work and try and search for some little thing or search for this and that. You know,
Hmm.
I'm way too busy for that.
Well, that's good. So I just want to make sure, just a quick answer. You're saying you have not cheated on her since you all have been together.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no, you have not cheated.
No.
Okay. So this is what I will say. As I started saying in the beginning, and then please allow me, because we have to have like a back and forth. I paused for a good period of time to make sure that I heard you and I heard your concerns and what you're saying. Um, I
Mm.
will say this, piggybacking on what I said initially. Can you meet someone and they say they want all of this sex? And it's like, okay, cool. I haven't had sex in a while. Let's do the sex. The drinking, okay. But as you settle into relationship, no one stays the same, Cooley. Actually, I can relate a little bit, and some people on this platform want me to stay the same. They want me to stay the same. If I do anything other than what they want me to do, they is on my ass, Cooley. They on my ass. And so what I will say is that through the course of getting to know someone is not going to be the same. Since this wife adds so much value, there's this word and it's called compromise. So have you attempted to compromise with her? So you're too sexually active. You want it 3 times a day. Have you attempted to ask her, okay, well, if 3 times a day is too much, what can we agree on that you won't be unhappy, that I will be happy? And whether that's a
Well,
combination, hold on, Cooley, you doing it again, brother. You're doing it again. So whether that's I don't know what I can say on here. Whether that's a hand, the palmisha for number one, coochie cat for number two, and throatiana for number three. And I'm sure you followed all 3 things I was saying. Have y'all spoken to see what a compromise could be? That's my first question.
well, I would say this, uh, because I took my time with her before, when we met, and when we first met, we talked, and it was just a great conversation or whatever, and and then we just talked for, I think it's a good 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
before I even got in it. So we met up, and she gave me that, and 1 or 2 in the morning, I'm waking up like, yo, what's going on? Like somebody just slid your pants down, and
No,
and
but Coolio,
she
I
she
understand
she
this.
give me she
This.
give me the throat with the ice,
Oh, I don't know nothing about that. Now I don't like cold. I like
and
warm. I like
I was like,
warmth.
whoa,
I like warmth. I don't
yo,
like cold.
that was just like
I
it was
said,
a
my
brand new
God.
experience for me.
Okay,
It
but
was a brand new
Cooley,
experience for
I
me.
want you to
So
realize you haven't answered my question. That's what I want you to realize
no,
right now.
I'm trying to get there. I'm
Oh,
trying
you
to
getting
get
there?
there.
Oh, it's a long way home.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm trying to tell you is that for somebody to do that to me, and this is like something like a new experience, and we've been talking about, like, yo, this is what my appetite is like. My this is my high drive. Like, this is how I move. And then she go on and do that. So and then she says she with that, and then she's doing that. I'm like, oh, okay, shit, we on the same level.
Uh-huh.
And then so time goes on. Every time we link up, you know, it's kind of no rest in that bed.
No rest in the bed. My
It wasn't.
God.
It wasn't no 3. It was like more like 6, maybe 7. It wasn't no
But I'm
rest.
gonna say, Coolio, that ain't gonna be no good for you. That's how the men's be getting on that blue pill, because you're gonna wear that thing out. That thing can't be doing that every day like that. It just is not meant for 6 and 7 times a day. Now you 30. By the time you
You
get,
know what the
by the
doctor
time
say?
the doctor said you need to slow your ass down because you're gonna wear that thing out and you're gonna need that blue
No,
pill.
the doctor say is good for is good for your um it's good for it's overall good for your body, but I'm forgetting what the name is. So when you hold it in so long, it deteriorates your body. So it's just like it's just like it's molding. It becomes a toxin to your body.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm sure that doctor didn't know nothing about no 7 times, Coolio. Now, let's be real. He didn't know nothing about no 7 times. Now, you're not gonna convince me of that, because if you say you told that doctor about 7 times a day and he told you it's good, I'm gonna tell you one or two things. I'm gonna tell you you're lying, or you went to the doctor down at the welfare office, and I don't even sure they
Nah.
was gonna tell you that.
No, actually, where I live, I live right next to a major hospital.
Uh-huh. So you
It's
failed to
literally
mention the
like
7 times though
it's
to
like
him,
a
right?
walk. Excuse me.
You failed to mention to the doctor 7 times.
I never told him like my sexual activity, but he did tell me that
Okay, gotcha.
it's good.
Okay.
It's good to release.
Okay, gotcha. It's good to release, but not 7 times. So, Coolio, I just want you to know you haven't answered my question. Have you sat down with your wife, who thinks it's too much for 3 times a day, to have a compromise on what that looks like for her? Whether that's
Well,
hold
that
on, Coolio, hold on, Coolio, because you know you go on for just how long you go on in that bed. You going on with your mouth on this phone. You long winded. You going on in that bed like you do, just like how you do. I can see how it happens, because just how you keep talking now won't let me say a word. That's how you be in that bedroom. Now, hold on, Coolio. I want you to answer this question. Your wife says it's too much for 3 times a day. My question is, have you sat down to say, sweetheart, I understand maybe things have changed. Maybe her libido has changed. Maybe the lifestyle has changed. Maybe she got too much cooking and cleaning to do. Maybe whatever. Maybe figure that part out. Maybe if she didn't, maybe if she didn't have to cook, maybe it could be 3 times a day. You don't know what that equation could be. So my question is, have you sat down to ask her why? Because what if it's the cooking and the cleaning? I'm sure you may find a solution to that. Well, hey, somebody come in and meal prep and cook and clean once a week. I can get to 3 times a day. So my question is, have you asked her why, and have you then sought out a compromise? We're just talking about the sex right now.
Well, I have definitely sat down with her and came down to a compromise. So this is how we got down to a 3 times a day. And then you know when there was more complaining, and maybe sometimes I'm a little turned on and she's not. She explained that to me. I catch her in the kitchen. She looking good. She got the short shorts. Booty hanging out and shit. And like what I'm saying, I get to grabbing and yo, let's get it on. But you know, she explained that to me. She said, maybe sometimes I'm not in the mood and this and that and that and this. So I'm like, all right, you know, maybe one time, but like, who's to say? It's like, I understand that you not turned on, but like, yo, don't like it's a reversal thing, So just like you said, it's a compromise,
Hmm.
So
Well,
maybe
have you
it could
asked
be
her
at
why
least
she's not turned on? You said that. Have you asked her why she's not turned on, or what you can do to make her turn on?
I pretty much know, like, what to do, like,
Okay.
just it it's like the priming, but sometimes it takes too long. Like, I ain't trying to talk about it all day, like, oh babe, what's gonna happen later, right? What I'm saying, oh my, you looking good like this, what I'm saying, oh, a little caress and this and that. Sometimes I'm not trying to go through that, what I'm saying? Sometimes I want it when I want it like that.
Mm.
And I'm, and like, yo, honestly,
Hmm.
she conditioned me to a,
She started
to a
you.
one two in a day. And then, sometimes she said like she's not even in a whole mood like that, and I'm like, yo, okay, shit, we could skip a day or two. But like, you know what I'm saying? 2 days without, like, yo, we going crazy on the third day.
Hmm. Well, so is that how does that week work when y'all skip a day and go crazy? How crazy on the third day though, Coolio? Now, not
Well,
seven
well,
times
you
again,
know,
right?
the way I work is like, I'm 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 off from the house from like, like when I'm working, but like I was off for November throughout December,
Mm.
and you know that was just like my holiday. But like, even when I'm working, like I'm off from the house for like a good 2 weeks to a month.
So you're gone away 2 weeks to a month at a time,
Yeah, when I'm working.
and how often are you working?
January, like no, beginning of February to the end of to the beginning of November.
So pretty much the whole year. Well, Coolio, I will
So
just
I'm
say
I'm
this.
home every 2 weeks. I'm home for like a good 3 days. If I'm gone for a month, I'm home for a week.
Hmm. I'll just say this. So you said that y'all have talked about compromise, and the compromise was the 3 times a week because it went from the seven. Um, maybe with women, some women have chimed in. There's a lot of women in the chat. Um, so, I have a question. So, in the beginning of the 2 years, I'm assuming the sex was fine. When did the shift happen? I know you said just recently she started talking about it, but did she recently just start declining you as well, or when did the shift happen that you had to make an
Man, it
adjustment?
it 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 started about um I would say like 6 months ago,
6 months ago.
and the cause I'm on the road, I'm not doing nothing, and I come back home, and what I'm saying, the six that I'm saying is not like a daily thing. The six that I'm saying, it might be just like 2 days, and just because like I haven't seen you that long and whatnot, and then we back to like maybe two or maybe one, and I don't go that crazy like that, but like if I'm held off like that, you know, I'm gonna make up for the time. And
Well,
it's not like I'm going 27 times for the 27 days I didn't see you. I'm going, 14 times for the 14 days I didn't see you.
so you're just trying to get the 3 times in a day.
Not necessarily, not necessarily, but it boils down to, you know, I kind of need it at least once, and then two times the next day. I could alternate like that. But like
So have
none,
you expressed
or
that
or just one every
once
day, like it's
today?
not gonna work for me.
Have you told her that once today, Sunday, Monday twice, once Tuesday, Wednesday twice? Have you told her that could be your compromise?
No, I think that when I did put up that option, um, she started to take advantage. It was like and now she's trying to bend me. Like that's how I feel. Like it's like and I put up like, yo, you say this and you say that, and I understand, like maybe stuff changed and this and that, but for you to get me this far into a relationship with you, and then giving giving fake promises, which I would say, it was kind of like a fake promise. And like, I'm just trying to make you live up to everything that you promised me when I put the wedding ring on you.
And I understand that, but like I said, you do have to understand a lot of factors come into the evolution of a relationship. Nothing stays the same. Some women brought up libido. Some women brought up, the drinking. Some women brought up the cleaning. So I think getting to the foundation of what the problem is and getting to a resolution, whether that be if she's part of the resolution could be maybe it's not intercourse, maybe it's oral. Part of the resolution could be maybe it's the hand of the feet. Depends on how y'all get down. Part of the resolution could be a lot of things, but I think what it is that you both have to sit down and have a real conversation. And let me finish, and then another person asked a really good question. So, because after you have the really good conversation, your main thing is, if I'm to believe what you're saying, because a lot of people have a question about what you're saying and if it's true, if it's real. But if I am to believe what you're saying, hey, wifey, I want to be with you. You promised me these things. I'm willing to compromise. But what I'm saying to you is, in order for me to keep the commitment that I made to you, we need to seriously sit down and talk about how this is going to look and what are the issues that are causing these problems, and what is the compromise going to be, because a lot of people talk about cheating and all of this and that. So y'all really need to sit down and have that conversation and have what is going to be the ultimate thing. Is she still interested? Does she still, what is the issue? There is an issue. I don't know what it is, but there is an issue, especially if y'all have been together 2 years and it just started 6 months. Maybe she's tired. Maybe, it's a host of things. Maybe she's not happy in a different area of her life. Women sometimes have to have fulfillment on things other than sex for them to even be into sex. So maybe it's not the sex, maybe it's her being fulfilled elsewhere. That's the issue. So I would just say, really sit down and talk to her about what that is. What does it look like for y'all relationship, and express, this is something that you need, because this is, now you may not, you have to compromise. You may not get it in the same way she agreed to it in the beginning, because sometimes those terms change. But somebody had a question and they wanted to know, well, if you're able to go on the road for those good periods of times and not have sex, then why is it so hard to compromise when you're at home?
Because I'm compromising too. For me to go out on the road and make the money to take care of the family, it's not like she paying any bills. It's not like,
so she works,
I'm
but
not.
she doesn't have to pay bills.
Yeah, or she could take whatever she makes, take that and do you.
Mm-hmm.
Spend it on your son or our son, and I spend on him too. So for me, that's my compromise. That's what I'm doing for the family, and I'm bringing the money back in. Not like, of course, on the road, I probably have some fun and whatever, and I gotta eat and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nothing, never involving me cheating on her.
And you pay all of the
Or,
bills.
of course,
Okay.
I bring I
Someone,
bring the I bring the
someone.
money in, and I pay for that,
Mm-hmm.
and that's, for me, that's my compromise, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's confusing as to, you know as much, because maybe in an argument I brought this up. I said, babe, do you see that I do this and I do that and I do this, and then she turned around and say, you know, I talked to my cousin and she was like, "Oh, you know, why you gotta bring something up that you did, and if you did it because and if you gotta bring it up, then you didn't do it with a good heart."
Mm-hmm.
But and that that's just my defense. Is like, okay, what else is my defense? And I'm coming back home, and it's not like I'm not aware of your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You sick, you feeling this way, baby, what's wrong?
Now, Coolio, we had
What
a
can you
couple
know
of
what I'm saying?
questions. A couple of people were wondering if you were willing to share your nationality.
Oh, I'm from Africa.
And what about your wife?
Oh, she's from the islands.
What islands?
I wouldn't want to say it for her, but yeah, she's from the islands though.
Okay. Well, um, the conclusion that I have is that you all need to have an in-depth conversation of a lot of things, and the main thing is what is causing her. Did she agree to something that she thought she could fulfill but she can't? What is the compromise in that? Why, if she initially had that sex drive, maybe what has caused her to lose it? Sometimes a doctor is involved. They have shots that can increase a woman's libido. There's so many.
Well, I could throw one thing out there that I never threw out is that you know I've I've had no arguments with her because she don't argue back, but I've had situations where I was really upset and I had to say a lot of shit that maybe I regretted the next day. So that's
What,
why I say
Julio, are you
uh,
saying you're
uh,
verbally abusive?
not that I am. I'm saying like in certain situations, it's like she would tell me something that would trigger me, and I'm like, wait, hold on, like what I'm saying. And then sometimes when
You're
I
gonna have to
go
give us
on,
an example. She tell you what, and you responded with what? Because now, see, this is something that I'm evaluating the situation and giving advice. This is something I would have wanted in the beginning. So now, give us an example. She told you what, and you responded with what?
um, yeah, I can't remember what she say. Um,
So, Coolio, are you playing? Because now, the deeper we get into this, now you just threw up something, and now you can't remember what she say, and you can't.
no, no, no. It's like like something that would trigger me, but I'm trying to remember like the specific thing that she said that triggered me, and maybe it was like So I'm talking to her. I'm on the phone with her, and she's with one of her customers, which is like slash her friend, 'cause she does nails and hair, and she's talking about she's on the phone and she's talking about, oh, I gotta work harder because my husband is not um sending me no money or doing this for me. And I'm like, okay, well, shit, like bills got to get paid, and what I'm saying, like that's not my job to be like that all the time, and you work,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, she get off the phone, and in the day, and we talking. Now we talking like we just one on one, and she says something about, oh man, I can't remember what she said, man. She says something like,
Mm-hmm. Well, Coolio, I'm
man,
just gonna say this, and then because we need, so out of everything that was said, I don't, hopefully you're not verbally abusive, because if you're verbally abusive, she's not going to want to have sex with you. Duh. You know, she's not going to want to do it because you're talking crazy. So I don't know if what you said, how you said it, because you waited so long to say it, and then you couldn't think of what was said. So if you are in the least bit verbally abusive, and that term may be big, but it encompasses a lot of things. If you're speaking nasty to her, if you're derogatory, if you are downing her or downing the things that she's doing. Oh, well, you could have washed up that dish. I see you did this, but it was still two dishes left
Nah,
over
it,
there.
it, it was it was it was more along the lines of like yo, cause she say something like, she was down to me, and I was like, yo, you know, what I'm saying, speak for yourself, because like, as much as you saying like, she, I think she said something about me drinking and this and that, well, I don't know what she said exactly, but I was like,
Mm.
yo, speak for
So
yourself,
Coolio, we need to know
like,
exactly.
like like, you know, and I think I was wrong in that situation, which like, like I always, like somebody always talked to me
Mhm.
and always told me that an argument is not worth nothing, because tomorrow you're not even going to remember
Mhm.
what the argument was about, like what started the argument,
Oh, so
and then
okay, so
you're
Coolio,
going to be regret.
I'm gonna give my final thoughts on this. These are my final thoughts, right? So I've heard a bunch. Um, Couple things. People are saying is given Hispanic and not African, but that's nowhere. That's here and nowhere. But I just wanted to say that's what the people were saying. But what I have to say is really going back to what I said. If I'm to believe on what you're saying, it really needs to be a hardcore conversation with why. Why has this changed? And then what is the compromise? If it's as simple as something about the libido, I just don't feel it, whatever. There are shots, if I'm to understand it, G shots, all kind of things that you all can try that may increase the libido. So I would say, what is the reason and what is the compromise on both things, on drinking and the sex? What is the reason and what is the compromise? And Coolio, you have to be willing as well to listen to what that is, to evaluate yourself, and to know that there are two people, actually three people in this relationship. There's you and her. She's important to you. She brings ease to your life in so many forms. But you also have the little boy who needs a good figure to look up to. And whether you may think that's one question I would challenge you to ask her. Am I being a good male figure for your son? So I have a challenge for you to ask her that question. I have a challenge for you to also ask her what has changed. What is the reason for the decrease in the sex that she agreed to? Um, is that something that can be fixed by medicine? Is that something that you all can compromise on? And then the drinking as well. And that would be my give to you as far as this conversation is concerned. Because once you're able to see what is the reason, and sometimes you have to dig deeper into the reason. I can't see the whole thing. I don't even know her. I haven't spoken to her. It'd be a difference if I could. But sometimes it's not even what people say. You have to look at it. So, can you discover the reason? But what is the reason? What is the compromise? What adjustments can you make? What adjustments can she make? And ask her, are you being a good husband? And are you being a good role model to her son, or you, both of you all son? That would be what I would give to you to go back to your wife.
All right, hold on, I'm trying to write this down.
That is, am I a good husband? Am I
Yeah, I
being
just.
a good husband? Am I being a good role model to our son?
Mm,
Can you can she think of what is the reason for the need to decrease the sex as she agreed to previously. And then what is the compromise?
Got it.
Yeah, that would be,
Yeah.
and as I put in the chat, if you can please email me with an update on that, I would love to see it. But start there and let me know how that works. And in a genuine conversation, don't be condescending, don't be smart, be very concerned about your request and your needs of understanding. Don't come off the wrong way. Really try to make sure you have this conversation so it can be impactful, successful. It can get you what you want, it can get her what she wants. Don't lead and start or finish the conversation off with anything smart, sarcastic, condescending, anything like that. It's about
Mm.
her in this. It's about you too, but you're trying to get what you want out of the thing. So just don't mess it up.
Cause I wanna grow over her, man. Like I see grandkids running around, you know. Like that's I that's why I wanna take it with her.
Right. So follow through with those things, and if you don't mind, did you? I can put my Facebook back in here. Hit me up on Facebook and let me know how that conversation went. If it was helpful, if it's something that you are working on, let me know and hit me up with the response. Make sure you say it's from Coolio.
All right.
All right, Coolio. Thank you for calling
Hey,
in, and
appreciate you.
no problem. And best of luck to you. Bye.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye. Oh, child, I asked for this dinner. It's been 2 hours. So, do y'all, can we take another call? Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Y'all, I see what y'all been saying. I don't know. Coolio sounded, uh, there were some questionable things, but he sounded like he was legit. And there was some questionable things. I don't know, but I'm just going to assume everyone is telling the truth. I can't, if I get bogged down into whether they're even telling the truth or not, I'm not even going to be able to give any form of advice. So, very interesting. You all are saying no more drama is definitely giving abuse. Since a total identity were one of the window in this ice child. I have been writing down that it's a big problem. If you have to write that down, that's a big problem. Y'all leave that man alone. Let him write that down. He was taking it serious now. Darnell has been talking to him for how long? He said, I was we're gonna need an update at this point. Yes, I'm gonna need an update. My God, Amanda. Why did Ask H go or this? You did Ask H go. You did Ask H go or this. Bags in the attic. I'm confused. What child? McClatchy says Darnell. Oh, but I get it. He don't want to make it for sure. Absolutely confirm that he is talking about her. So y'all, I don't know. Like I said, I in the for the most part, I think he called in with uh, a question of sometimes and I don't know why because I think uh I think that, part of the thing you're calling in, I don't know you, nobody knows him. That was the reason I thought that people can call in and tell the whole truth. But I guess even when people are not known, or even when they're calling and nobody knows them, I don't know if they're still willing to tell the whole truth. But I feel like it takes the whole truth for me to really be able to know and like have a question or idea of what's going on. They said, yes, I did ask for this. I did I, Baz in the edit? No romance at all. See, that's the prize. She don't remember anything, nothing wifey says. Okay, that's the problem. Jeree says, that's the problem. Is giving narcissist behavior. I think I read this. So y'all, I don't know. Should we take another call or should that be it? Cause y'all know y'all be complaining that I don't be on here. We got 84 likes, 86 likes from what I can see. So hit that like button. I don't even know how many people are on Facebook. Matter of fact, let me refresh. Ooh, child. I kind of like the I kind of liked it somewhat. We got 44 people on Facebook, only 34 likes. We got 2 shares on Facebook. Y'all make sure y'all like and share the live on Facebook, like and share the live on YouTube. I kind of enjoyed the call-ins, to be honest with you. I would like to expand that to why is the YouTube chat moving? I think that's because okay, let me go back over here. I'm up. Amanda says she's up. I can tell you why the sex slowed down on her end. It's very clear. No, I mean, say okay. He's a grown man. Why are you calling about your sexual addiction? Y'all let that man call in and ask for help if he need help. He's on the road right now, waiting on the client to unlock his truck and decide to call in to waste time next. Y'all stop. Leave that. That man say he is trying to work on 50 on Facebook. 50 on Facebook. Oh wow, I only see 45 now. But yeah, I don't y'all listen. I had decided I cannot decipher if someone is pulling my leg or if someone is telling the truth. So I'm unless it just gets overwhelmingly like now there was some questions like he didn't know the answers to some things that I felt like he should have known the answers for. But in the beginning he sounded pretty clear as to his question, his concern. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But maybe we should end it with that. If anybody was to call, if anybody else was going to call in, they would have called in by now. Mokalate says we need a brief intermission after that. Let's play. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not never gonna get it, Mokalate. Don't do that, man. That Coolio, the name and also uh the voice was giving me Hispanic. It was not giving me African. See, I had to show my face. Now you call in no face. See, I had to show my face. Now you. Oh yeah, Amanda. Oh yeah, because some people can't even figure out how to do StreamYard. So I did want to make it both options for you to either show you, but you didn't have to show your face on StreamYard either, Amanda. You can call in and you have to first accept that camera and then you can turn it off. Excuse me. Sorry. So you didn't have to show your face, Amanda, on the but we appreciate you. You was cute. You added to the live. We appreciate you. But you didn't have to. So y'all, I think that's gonna be it. If anybody else were to call in, they would have already called. So y'all, what if y'all think about tonight? I think that I liked it in my personal opinion for in general. There's no way that I could pick the callers or pick what they were gonna say, and I like it better like that. Like I don't have a chance to rehearse it or to think about what I would say or to go whatever. I do like the random calls. I don't know who this straight man was. I do say there's a small percentage of men that watch my live. But I appreciate him. I appreciate him being vulnerable to even call in. Y'all, I don't, know what was true and what was not true. I heard Hispanic. Yeah, it was giving me Hispanic, Patrice as well. But I liked it. The first one was a little heavy. The first one was a little heavy, but I understood what she was saying. You have these people that are getting older, and you know that's all that they have is their kids. The husband passed. The life that they knew and what they depended on to, so to speak, is no longer there. It's different for me. Like, I'm single, and I don't rely on a lot of people anyway, because I think people is full of shit a lot of times. I have met some good people who have shown me differently, but for the most part, I don't even rely on what she's relying on. So that point of reference for me is totally different, but I understand her point of reference. She had her family. She still has her family. She has her oldest son, and she has the other son who may not be doing what she want him to do. But I understood the situation, and I just think that sometimes parents don't know how and when to let it go. You can't fix everything. After you done did what you done did, and you have to also reconcile what you did or may not have done with raising your children. You may Now, sometimes people say I did the best I can, and that phrase is always questionable for me. Um, that's just me personally. So I don't know always about doing the best you could, but you did what you did. You weren't the worst. You may not have been the best, but you weren't the worst. You gave them what you had at the time, and maybe that's why some people say I did the best I can. Maybe for them, that's the equivalent. I have a little bit of a problem with that phrase, I did the best I can. So I would say you did what you did, and that's what you decided to do at that time. That's how I would put it. And you have to then be okay with that, because sometimes it's okay to say, well, I could have did better. You could have. Everybody probably could have did better, but it's okay to reconcile that you didn't do the worst. And it's okay to say, you know what, I'm sorry if I didn't hug you enough, or I say I love you enough, or I didn't get you into activities, or I didn't do this, or I didn't uh, pay attention to these things that I saw later. It's okay to reconcile with those things. But after that, baby, you got to let that go. You can't be living a whole lifetime of woe me. It's no such lifetime to live of woe me. It's a period of time you can spend thinking about a situation, thinking about maybe what you could have done, what you should have said, then maybe reaching out to those individuals to say, I'm sorry for this or sorry for that or whatever. Let me see. Sadly, there are problems in the Coolio. Good conversation. Team the situation. Also great conversation. Nice change done. Oh, thank you, Mocha Latte. Good job tonight, Darnell. Thank you, China. You have to you it's okay to reach out to those people, but after that, you have to reconcile and be okay with that. It is what it is. You can't go back and change it. If those people accept your apology, you can show them the new you and who you are now. But it's nothing to wallow in the mud over. It's nothing, absolutely not, to wallow in the mud over. He's definitely showing how he doesn't listen. Caramel. Listen, y'all, I've had a good night tonight. These couple of callers have been really good. We'll do this again. I don't know when. Hopefully I don't have to pull teeth for it to happen. But I'm glad that it did happen. I'm glad we have, Miss Tina. She reached out. Hopefully she found something that I said helpful to her. She's gonna follow up with Lena and Coolio. Hopefully he found something that he can take back to his wife, and they can have a thriving relationship. So I guess that's gonna be all for tonight. I am again looking for some information to come through, and when it does, I will give y'all the live that y'all will be here for, because this is a different live for y'all. Ooh. But let me tell y'all something about it. I see something. I see something. I also love you on new things, new ideas, new things that I'm actually passionate about. I love to give people advice. Y'all can let me know. I want it to be of that. I listen very well, and I feel like I give advice. Thank you so much. I ain't even clicking. Why it ain't clicking? Oh, there you go. China D. Thank you so much, China, for the super sticker. Thank you so much, love. Thank you so much. And you all, I want to tell you, we had a members only live tonight, and we will be having some members only share viewers to join your channel. We will be having some members only lives. Membership. So definitely consider, because the lowest tier for membership, I believe, is only $2.99 to become a member. The lowest tier. We have our super members. One day we'll have a rich to come with that highest membership, but that's definitely not for no one to do if they are not well off or whatever. There's no pressure in any of this. You don't even have to become a member. But what I am saying, I will be doing something special for my members, whether that's letting y'all know what's coming up, because there is something coming up. I'm waiting for the finalization of it. But what I will do is I'll let the members know first. So what tends to happen is, depending on what software I'm using, I'm gathering the information or the files or putting them in a certain place or how I want to present it. While I'm doing that, I can talk to y'all and share some of the information with y'all to let y'all know what's about to come. So I will be going live, and I will be. So wait, am I late with seeing this? I will be going live, and I will be doing some members only to let y'all know ahead of time what's going to come up. Y'all saying Darnell, Darnell, you're crazy. Tara says, yes, I am, girl. I am indeed. So y'all definitely consider becoming a nosy neighbor. Something is coming up. You better tell them, Sam, okay, something is coming up. Something is coming up. The girls say they had 24 hours to find me. It's been 24 times 5. But since they trying to out me, I'm going to get you first. So whenever they finish sending this stuff over, the members, I'll be the first to let y'all know as I'm preparing it. And then I will follow suit. I'm not going to do a members only for the information. No, that's not what I'm saying. You know, what I want for you all to do is to voluntarily become a nosy neighbor. I'm not really trying to force you into becoming a nosy neighbor. Voluntarily become a nosy neighbor if you see fit. If not, that's okay too. But I will be letting the nosy neighbors know first what is to come. Darnell, do you have t-shirts yet? If not, can we expect them? Cash Money Mike 25. Yes. Someone has sought interest in t-shirts, and they also have sought interest in a P.O. box. So I'm working on both of those things. I especially I'll just say I'm working on both of those things with the t-shirts, and as well as the P.O. box. Sometimes I just have a few supporters who really, really rock. And they'll say, this or that. They want this, they want that. As I grow and get bigger, I'll have more supporters. But, you're welcome, Darnell. Thank you, China. I love hearing you say, I see something. I need an hourglass, Darnell. What's the hour? What? I need an hourglass. What you mean? I need an hourglass, Darnell. An hourglass. What's the hourglass for, Jireh? I'm trying to think what you are saying. I need an hourglass. What the hourglass is for? The dolls is in the building. Hey, Josh. Now we know the dolls is Josh. Hey, Josh. Josh, the people don't believe you're 18. Josh, we've been asking for your parents to come and vouch that you're 18. Jireh, what do you mean about the hourglass? So I have a question. How many people we have? 106 people between 104 between Facebook and YouTube. So before we leave out, someone asked about the T-shirt. That was Cash Money Mike. How many people are actually interested in the T-shirts with some of my sayings? Put a number. Put a number one in the chat if you would be interested in purchasing a T-shirt for some of my sayings. Let me know. Put a one in the chat if you would actually be interested in that, just so I can kind of have an idea. Don't be lying now. Y'all ain't got to put no number one. Maybe I should make a poll so I can't see it. So I can't see who said what. An hourglass is for time. No, Patrice, I know an hourglass is for time, but what is the hourglass for? Is it like the time that people have to tell their story on like the number? I don't. What's the hourglass for? Oh, last. Oh, that's it, Jireh. Okay, okay, I get it, Jireh. Okay, got you. So, and Jireh, the only reason why I kind of like entertain that is because if it was a real story, and that's the thing, Jireh, I don't know if it's a real story, but if it's a real story, I wanted to make sure I had a thorough understanding of what it was, right? I wanted to ask the questions because for me, if I'm going to give any type of any type of advice, I have questions. I want to know, like, I have questions before I can give you an answer. And it's not even an answer, a suggestion or recommendation. I myself have several questions. So, the thing about it is I can't necessarily always tell if it's real or if it's not. So hopefully it was. I just don't know, but I definitely answered it as if it was. But I understand what you're saying, Jireh, now. Sunday, 7 p.m. Open cool conversations. Oh, so Vernice, you're saying every Sunday? Child. I had to pull the teeth. I had to pull y'all teeth for y'all even to come on this Sunday. What are you saying Vernice is gonna get easier every Sunday? Because I'm like, I was finna shut the live down. I said I know damn well I ain't finna be on here sitting you cool like girls. Yeah. Um I said, I know damn well I ain't finna be sitting on here. They ain't even called in the number. So a lot of y'all have put in the number one. Okay. I appreciate that. I'm gonna hold you to it when I do get the shirts. Y'all know I gotta have one that includes, my God, the hourglasses so you can time your callers. The running the time is up for the next caller. Okay. Well, mode or culture, the thing about that is too, we didn't have too many callers. We had that one person who kept calling, kept calling, kept calling. So we didn't have too many callers. So in this instance, it kind of worked out. I had to actually stop the calls from coming in. I don't know who that was that kept calling, but please don't do that. Don't do that, please. Y'all are putting in excuse me, y'all put in number one. I'm gonna hold y'all to that. Get up here, boss, so I can see you in hourglass. That is too funny to me. Jireh, I can put an hourglass up on the computer. Send me something that I'm gonna use and need, because I probably can find an hourglass right now. Let me see. Hourglass timing. Let's see. Timer. I should say timer. Let me see. I should have put virtual in front of that. Virtual. Yeah, so they have 5-minute sand timers virtual. They got a 2-minute, they got a 15 virtual sand timer. No, Dre, if you're gonna send me something I'm gonna use and something I'm gonna like and something I'm gonna make sure that you spent your money for a good cause. Don't send that hourglass because they got them online. I got hung up on the phone call, came to the party late. Oh, Patrice, you called in? I got hung up on a phone call. Oh, you're saying in your personal life you got hung up on a phone call, Came to the parlay. Oh, Patrice, I got you now. No problem, love. So is this something that y'all want to do on the regular? Is that what y'all saying? I don't mind doing it. I did it for that reason to see if it's something that we can do on the regular. As we if we were to do that as it expands, I could definitely limit the time. But since there were not that many people calling in, I just took my time with each person. But I would love that. And still, you all, if you're listening or catching the replay, you can still leave a voicemail on that same phone number, which is 865-888-0302. And I can check that voicemail. So if we do this again next Sunday, we will have your voicemail to check if you're not going to be Bags in the Attic. I know. I'm going to get it. I promise you. Bags in the Attic, and there's like two more people. I promise you I'm going to get it. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on the t-shirts and everything. Everyone, please hit the like button before entering and going out. Please. Thank you, Shamika. Love. Shamika, thank you so much. Well, you all are all hearts and minds clear. I will tell you this: we only need 10 more likes on YouTube to make 100 likes. We only need 10 more likes. Thank you, Facebook. Now, Facebook, I should have said this in the beginning, but when I connect to Facebook, I don't get paid. So I sometimes route y'all to YouTube. When I start to have I am eligible for, well, I guess that's, maybe I should use, I do have the requirements to have stars and to also have subscriptions. However, on Facebook, I have to wait 60 days. So that's why I was telling somebody, don't send stars right now because they don't come to me, even though I see it's a function that does not come to me, or I have read nothing that says that will come to me retroactively. So I do the lives on Facebook sometimes, but you all, when I reroute it to YouTube, it's because, I'm a new content creator and I have worked for free quite enough, but I appreciate you all. Alternate Sundays so you don't get burned out. Okay. I'll consider that. So is Nosy Neighbors different from a subscriber? So is Nosy Neighbors different than a no? Jireh, you are a Nosy Neighbor subscriber now that you got your subscription today. You are an official Nosy Neighbor. Well, first of all, let me correct it. Everyone here that joins, that is a part of joining and likes my channel, is a Nosy Neighbor. But Jireh, some of our Nosy Neighbors pay HOA fees, and they make sure they're part of the official membership. So we have meetings. So some of our Nosy Neighbors pay the HOA fees, and now Jireh, you're just an official Nosy Neighbor. You have access to our turquoise emojis. So Jireh, if you hit your emojis, you should see where you have access to our custom emojis, depending on what type of device you're using. If you're on a phone, you hit the emojis, you should see another emoji button. Hit that, you'll have our custom turquoise emojis. Or if you're on a computer, hit it, and at the top, there goes Shamika posting up all of the turquoise emojis there. I don't have any of those functions on Facebook. So, Facebook, I just wanted to let you all know I'm working for free over there on y'all's side, but I do value the people that come over for Facebook. When you see something and I'm saying, come over to YouTube, come over for me. Someone messaged me and said they don't have a YouTube profile. You don't even have to have a YouTube profile. You can come over to YouTube without even a YouTube profile. Now, I encourage you to make one, but even if you don't have one, you'll still be able to see the live. You just may not be able to respond on the live. Check Cash App. Is that Ask App? Let me see. Check Cash App. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Tina, thank you so much. Is that Tina who I spoke with earlier? Much love you all. I don't know if this is the same Tina who I spoke with earlier or a different Tina. Let me see. What Tina is that? Who said chat? Oh, this Tina. Tina, are you? I don't think you the Tina. Are you the Tina who I spoke with earlier, or you're a different Tina? Either way it goes, Tina. Thank you so much for the Cash App, love. Tina was not playing with the Cash App. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tina, and thank you, Lynn. Thank y'all so much. It means a lot. Y'all would not realize until you grow your platforms, you all support is what makes it even worth coming back on. I promise you. If you're talking about ad revenue and all of that stuff, it makes sense maybe once you have a lot of followers, but until you get to that point, you all support actually means the world. And I thank you so much. Thank you, Tina. Oh, Shamika says congratulations on Facebook. Thank you, Shamika. I have 1.5 on Facebook. I have 3K on YouTube. And y'all, we will be doing something. I don't know what that's going to be. Shamika, I know you were there for the 1K. We will be doing something. I'm going to do something for the thanking you all for the thanking you all for the reaching 3K and reaching 1.5. Maybe we can send in some topics. Some of our resident experts could address them. Yeah, you can definitely, Cheryl. You can send in some topics. You can send in some situations. You can send them on Facebook. That's why I was saying, Cheryl. I would love to hear your voices. So I knew I could say email, but I would prefer if you leave a voicemail on that same number with that topic. That way I can play your voicemail and hear it, and it can add some audio to the situation. I knew I could say email or text because you can also text that phone number, but I really would prefer to hear your voice. So if you didn't want to be on live, or maybe you can't be on live for some reason or another, call that same number and leave a voicemail. Let me know in the beginning that the voicemail is for Ask Darnell, and that would be a great way. So yes, please leave a voicemail. Y'all are putting up those turquoise emoji. Calls are too long. Well, that's what I was saying, Jireh. We didn't have that many today. So being that we didn't have that many, I spent time on them. If this thing gets bigger and people are calling in, because that phone kept ringing, but it was one person, and I don't know how to block the person, so I actually had to turn the phones off altogether because they was calling in private. I didn't know how to block that one person. But part of the reason that they were so long because wasn't hardly nobody calling in. So might as well do a deep dive, if you will, into what they were saying. I like that, Cheryl. They throwing up those turquoise emojis. I have been hearing this 60 days now. Go 60 days. Oh yes, bags in the attic. You gotta wait 60 days. So they said reach 1,000 subscribers. I reached 1,000 subscribers. Excuse me, y'all. I reached 1,000 subscribers, and then the thing say I got to wait. I got to reach 1,000 subscribers and wait 60 days. I said, my God. So that's a long time, 60 dang on days. An hourglass for the caller so you can get more into the call. Okay, y'all, I promise the last call was too long. Listen, I promise you all when we have more callers, I won't have to stay so long on one call. Chef Carmen has been shouting you out. Thanks, Chef. Yes, thank you so much, Chef Carmen. She definitely have. I have thanked her. You know, y'all, I would never imagine in 1,000 years that I would be talking to Chef Carmen and Tay. Like, I really wouldn't. I was doing my commentary, and it just one day, like, it was a shift in that. And some people actually damn near hated me because that happened. You know, it's so crazy. But I'm so grateful. And, you know, they've had some understanding with me because, you know, I'm a complicated person at this point. I'm very complicated. And so we've had understandings with each other at this point. But one thing about it, I'm a loyal person. I'm genuine. I don't care if y'all can't see me. You better feel me. You better feel me. I am who I say that I am. I'm loyal. I'm genuine. Even if I fall out with some person, don't come asking me shit. Okay? That's who I am. That's who I am. Oh, so Tina, that is you. God bless you, Miss Tina. Thank you so much for that cash app. That means the world. I hope that you find an answer. I hope that between what I said and you reaching out to Lena, that you really can get comfort, because you have to find comfort and peace in that situation. It's not yours to deal with. It's really not. It's not yours to deal with. So thank you so much for that. And I hope that you can really um, find peace in that situation. Cheryl says, thank you, Patrice. One topic per live, and folks could call in and ask questions via chat, or provide the topic in advance for forwarded questions, and then experts can address them in the live. As it grows, you have to realize, like, this is only my first time doing it. Wait a minute, were y'all not on the same live? Were y'all not on the same live as me? Where I was like, okay, hell, is anybody gonna call in? The hell is going on here? So when we get it popping, yes, what y'all are saying is absolutely correct. And what I knew already, but shit, I was like, hell, is anybody gonna call? I don't even know. I'm so glad Miss Tina did come on, even though I hated her situation, both of their situations. But you know, that is when people get to calling. Whoever kept calling, it was the same person, like trolling on the phone. 5 minutes. I'm gonna send it, post that PO box. I'm gonna get the PO box, y'all. I promise. Different conclusion for good for Darnell. I like it. Yes, I love changing it up. Ringtone. My God, as a ringtone. Really? I ain't never thought about that. Okay, Patrice. We love you, Darnell. Oh, thank you, Bags in the Attic. I love y'all too. Better know it. Thank y'all. Throwing up those turquoise emojis, different content. I mean, yes, I love doing something different, y'all. You know, I don't want to get bored, and I don't want to bore y'all. So, as I know, if I was talking about the crazy thing, Jireh, if I was talking about the same thing, there would have been so many more people in the building. But I don't care. I appreciate y'all loving different content. Don't y'all need a break from that BS sometimes? Like, just give it a little break. So that's what I felt like. Give it a break, especially what I went through with that, young man dying. I just wanted to take a break from that. But next week, especially when that information come in, we're gonna be back on that. So we're gonna be back on that. Yes, Darnell is loyal and a true friend. Oh, thank you, Sam K. Thank you so much. Nina, very nice. You don't have to use other people for your content. You have your own content. And that's another thing, Nina. I've had talent shows, but the thing is, Nina, I will say, and I can't lie, when it's about the status quo, the same old, the chat is popping. The chat is popping. The people is popping. Now, when it's about anything else, it ain't so much. So y'all just have to support the non-drama for people to produce the non-drama, if that makes sense. Support the non-drama that's still entertaining. I was entertained not by Miss Tina, but by Coolio. What was it, Coolio? And not to say his situation was Cooley. Not to say his situation was a joke, but just the nuance of the whole thing. I was entertained by that. First of all, I'm like, okay, we got a straight man watching my show. I appreciate that. Then it went into all of these things. So it was good for me. I liked it. I really did. I pray I do. Yes, Miss Tina, I pray you do as well. Please reach out, Miss Lena. Oh shit, I'm a nosy neighbor. Hot diggity dog. Yes, Jireh, you definitely are. And you wait a minute. Tay is in the building saying, hey, Tay is back in the building. You are great. Keep on your throne. Thank you so much, Tay. Thank you so much for that. like I said, I'm me. I'm authentically me. Now, it may not make a sense to a lot of people. Y'all may wonder this or think that, but hey, I'm one of the friends that we're gonna make a decision. Hey, do we really want to do this? Is it worth this? But if we decide if this what we're gonna do, then that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about it now. I ain't finna just be jumping into no bullshit. Let's really sit down and talk about this. But if this is the decision we make, then I'm gonna stick beside you. That's the type of friend I am. I like the mixture in topics. Thank you, fashionista queen. Next week, come on with yourself. Come on next week. Come on with yourself. Come on days. Next week, come on with yourself. Come on days. Tay, I don't know what you meant. Next week, come on with yourself. Come on days. Tay, I don't know what you meant. Blessings Hot Toppers in the building saying hello, chat. Blessings Hot Toppers, we are about to leave, but thank you so much for coming through. We had another interesting live. It was actually a call in. So check out the previous live. I liked it, Darnell. Thank you, Fashionista Queen. You did a good job and took your time with them because you show you care, and it was the listening. Yes, Antoinette Lane. I wanted to, and that's the thing. If I'm going to give advice, I need to listen actually to what they're saying. And like I said, I can only take them for being real and saying what they're saying out of like it being real. Darnell and those neighbors have a great night. I'm taking off my little good night, Sam K and little one, little Lily. Good night, Sam K and little Lily. Y'all have a great night. Nosy Neighbors, and y'all, tomorrow's a holiday for a lot of people, so that's a good long weekend. I just pray that you stay humble and non-biased, and the awesome person that you have grown that I have grown to love you for. Oh, thank you, Blessing Hot Topics. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Let me see if Tate is gonna repeat what she was saying because I didn't understand her message. Next week, come on with yourself. Come on, days. But yeah, I'm glad that you all enjoyed it. I did as well. And it's a section that I would love to add. Like y'all say every other Sunday. So let's shoot for that. Now, y'all make sure I don't forget now, because I will forget that y'all said it. Seems like she was telling you to stay solo. Oh, okay. Let me see. Next week. With yourself. On days. Also, just do. Well, I don't know what. That's why I was asking what she was saying because I didn't have a. I didn't. I don't. I was just asking for clarification. But I see what you're saying. Blessings, hot topics too. Blessings, hot topics. I think the Escape show has already come on, child. I think it's about episode 3. That's what I think. I think it's about episode 3 on the Escape show. I haven't been watching TV, so I have no idea. But I think it's about on episode 3, child. All right, so I'm waiting on let's see. I was waiting on, let's see. I have gotten any info for it. I don't know. Blessings Hot Topics. I looked on. Where did I look? I looked somewhere. I think I looked online or something, and I saw there was like 3 episodes. I'll look to see. Yeah, I think I saw, and it was telling me to go to Bravo app to watch it or something. But I think it's on. All right, y'all. Well, that is it for me tonight. Thank y'all so much for coming through. That is the end of the live. I may, don't quote me, I may be back on tomorrow. It depends on if I'm forwarded this information that I've been waiting on. So if not, I will try to come back on Tuesday. I told y'all if I'm not on every day, I'll try for every 2 days, as long as nothing is happening. But this week I did have to attend, to my old friend and the way can see if there's anything I can do to help her out with that situation with her son. So good night, everyone. Let me see what y'all are saying. Thank you. No problem, love. Good night and thanks a lot. No problem. Good night. Have a blessed night, Karen. Thank you so much, Miss Karen. And so good night to all of you. I hope y'all are off tomorrow. I hope y'all are, so y'all can have a good night. Maybe Tay, I don't know if Tay is coming on with the hole in the wall. Hey, I don't know. Who's to say? Tay, are you still in the building? Are you having the hole in the wall tonight? Let us know what we can pop up to. Good night. Mocha Latte, let me see if Tay is still here. Are you having a hole in the wall tonight? Good night. Good night, China. Good night, y'all. Let me see. Any of y'all going live tonight? Any of y'all doing anything? I like to watch too. I like to watch too. Shit. Anybody going live tonight? Y'all let me know. I guess not. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't saying nothing. All right, y'all. Well, good night. I will see y'all on the next live, either tomorrow or Tuesday. And y'all have a good night and enjoy your weekend. Happy holidays. Good night.